Yo, let's go. Yo, what's up, guys? What's up, guys? It's been a crazy week. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Conor is back. I cannot wait. You know that's going to be the first poll that I'm going to do. I'm going to ask you guys, who do you guys think wins? Icky's8, thank you so much for the jewels, my brother. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you enjoyed the MVP card. Not only that, though, bro, I hope you enjoyed UFC Vegas 117. We have no UFC this week, so it might be a little different. I might go live a little bit more. And thank you so much for the jewels, bro. You know that means a lot. Let's fucking go. Let's get this show on the road, my brother. Let's go. I appreciate that, bro. And as you guys know, I got a big membership update. The Lord Skywalker, what's up, brother? What's up? My early UFC 329 underdogs parlay. Patty, Mario Batista, what's your prediction? Hey, let's look at it very quick. Let's just look at it very quick. I think I can look up UFC 329 here, right? I think I can, right? Because this is a different browser that I use. What's up, bro? I hope you're having a great day. I don't know who Mario Batista's fighting. I know I sound like a casual right now. I was just focused on the main event. Mario Batista versus, Corey Sandhagen. Dude, Mario Batista and Patty, bro, that is a nice two-leg. That's a nice two-leg. You know, I'm going BSD and Corey Sandhagen, but that's definitely, you know, BSD is the type of guy to win the fight up until he loses. You know, Patty can definitely snatch up a sub at the end of round 3, snatch up a sub anytime, or even knock him out, considering how hittable BSD is. And Mario Batista has been on a tear. His most recent loss, Umar Nurmagomedov, that's no shame at all. You know, I feel like that's a good two-leg. I really like it, bro. I really like it. I like it, bro. Shout out to you, my brother. So, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. We have Usyk versus Rico as well. But first, guys, I'm going to give a little bit of a quick update on the members. Thank you for the jewels, my brother. Let's go, my boy. Let's go. I appreciate that, bro. You know, they used to give jewels for free. Like, if you watch a certain vertical live or something, you get jewels in return. But now the jewels are like, I think you have to like pay, or I don't know how it works. But let's get this show on the road. Hope everybody's having a great day. But I want to talk about that McGregor fight. We can break down the whole entire UFC 329 main card if you guys want. But I also have something to talk about as well. I have to talk about the memberships, and I have to talk about UFC Prediction Tracker. I'm going to talk about UFC Prediction Tracker very quickly as well. How we did very good, but we did get 5 wrong. How about Wellmaker? Like, I don't know how to feel about Wellmaker. We'll talk about it. I'm not going to jump off the bandwagon, but I know a lot of you guys had Juan Diaz. So shout out to the guys that had Juan Diaz. But I'm interested in seeing who do you guys think wins between Holloway versus McGregor. McGregor's back. I know what everybody's going to say. Oh, he's not going to show up. I'll see it when he's walking out the octagon. I'll see it when I believe it. But guys, McGregor has only pulled out one time in his entire pro MMA career in the UFC. So let me know who you guys got. I can't wait to break this fight. And we can break down the fight. But guys, as you guys know, I dropped the full card predictions for UFC Song Yadong versus Figueiredo. That card has a bunch of weird names on it. A bunch of people that I did not see for the first time. You know, I have to watch tape on them for the first time. And at the end of the day, you can watch as much tape as you want. We still don't know how these guys are going to perform all the way across the world. It's going to be at 4 in the morning for me. Very early start time for a lot of the guys, and a very different start time for everybody across the globe. So, we're going to go over the news. After we go over the news, I might do a little thesis and stuff on why I think McGregor is going to win. And we're going to talk about the membership update. We'll talk about UFC Prediction Tracker as well. And then we'll talk about everything. But I wanted to say, guys, remember when I did the time capsule? Yo, what up, Hernanov? So, I updated the memberships. I'll explain that in a little bit. But what's up, my boy? I hope you're having a great day. Hernanov, I got to give you your credit, bro. Yo, what up, Don Smoke MMA? What's up, bro? Bro, what is good? Bro, I gotta give you a lot of credit, Hernanov, and I hate to do this, bro. I hate you, Hernanov. He had Juan Diaz, and he said, that's what you get. That's what you get for picking Wellmaker. That's what you get. If you guys don't know, guys, Wellmaker was my lock of the week, bro. He was my lock of the week. And as soon as he loses, Hernanov's like, yeah, that's what you get, bro. That's what you get. I'm like, gosh, damn. But we're going to get Hernanov back. We're going to get that back in blood. overall, though, we're just having fun. I cannot wait. I got to talk about the Topology rankings as well. Like, the reason why I put falling off in the title is because I went from being, like, top 100, top 130, all the way down in the Topology rankings. I'm going to tell you guys what number I'm at. And, man, I only got 5 wrong. 5 wrong. But I just couldn't get the points. I couldn't get perfects. Like, yo, thank you for the jewels, my brother. Let's go. Let's go. Iggy, God bless your soul, my brother. God bless. I really appreciate it. Let's go. But Hernanov got me good, bro. He got me good. We're 1-1. Because I got him with Buckley. I got Brady, Buckley. He got me with Honduras over Wellmaker. We're 1-1. We're 1-1. What up, Goldie? What's up? Nah, you trashed me first, remember? Yeah, I know. I got him with the Buckley, so I'm never gonna hear the end of it. I don't wanna go to war no more, bro. I do not want to go to war no more. Please, bro. Please, bro. I don't want to go to war. You're picking Conor, oh shit, yes. I'm picking Conor. I'm gonna explain why. I know he might get smoked. I know Jorge Masvidal, Dustin Poirier, who's fought both of them. He fought Conor 3 times. The 2 most recent times he beat him. Dustin Poirier, you know, he also fought Max Holloway in the trilogy. And I feel like Dustin knows very well, so he's picking Max, I think. But I'm going to be picking Conor, and I'll explain why I'll be picking Conor in a little bit. But guys, I wanted to talk about the time capsule. By the way, did you guys like the Mike Perry MVP card, all that stuff? I wanted to talk about the time capsule very quick. Do you guys remember when we made a time capsule? Basically saying what's going to happen in the future, like what's going to happen, this and that. Like, we ended up making a time capsule. I don't know if you guys remember that. We made a time capsule. Look, not too long ago, we made a time capsule. I'm just going to pull it up very quick because in the time capsule, we actually talked about something very, very important. I think I can search, right? Yes, UFC 327, okay. So, I'm going to pull it up very quick. Because if you guys remember, we ended up making a time capsule. And in the time capsule, I ended up talking about how I think that McGregor's going to be coming back before, that I think he's going to be coming back before 2027. Look, I'll show you guys. Look, I'll show you guys very quick. Let's go! Yo, thank you for that. Yo, there's a lot of different jewels, bro. Bro, I didn't know there was so many different jewels. Let's go! I appreciate that, bro. Let's go. So, guys, in the time capsule, I wrote, let me see if I can make this big screen. So, I wrote what will happen in a year from now. So, I said Masvidal will be champ, but I also said that Conor McGregor, look, Conor McGregor will have a win by April 6, 2027. So, we went live, right? I'll try to see if I can remove this so you guys can see this bigger. I don't know if you guys can see this right here. So, and remember, it still could be wrong. But I said that Conor McGregor is going to come back. But I also said that he will have a win by April 6, 2027. And imagine he gets smoked by Max Holloway. But guys, so we have around a year, maybe less than a year. You know, maybe Conor will fight twice by then, maybe only once, you know, depending if he breaks his leg again, whatever, gets TKO'd, gets knocked out cold. But in the time capsule, I wrote Conor will have a win by April 6, 2027. And I know a lot of you guys were saying that Conor's not going to come back. No, you're crazy. He's not going to be here. He's not going to come back, this and that. But guys, we have a chance to hit that correct in the time capsule. So let's continue. What up, my boy, Holland Dan Stock? What up, guys? What's up? What's up? Send F for 10 jewels. I appreciate that, bro. Damn, bro. You got a lot of jewels. All right, Masvidal ain't touching gold, bro. He is, bro. And he beats Gene Silva. He beats Gene Silva right now. But how did you like that Arnold Allen performance, Goldie? Did you see the UFC Song versus Figueredo? You got any locks? I think Sergey Pavlovich, Zhang Mingyang, both by KO. 2-leg parlay. I like that. We're going to talk about the news, though. So let's get right into it. I hope everybody's having a great day. God bless. Let's have a great day with the boys. Let's go. So, a power outage at Six Flags caused the riders to walk down the roller coaster tracks after multiple attractions shut down. So, guys, imagine if you're on a roller coaster. I can't play the song, but imagine if you're on a roller coaster, bro, and you have to walk all the way back down, bro. Gosh, damn, bro. I'll be scared. That's scarier than the roller coaster itself. Now, guys, you can see the Chicago skyline from Indiana and Dunes. So basically, a sunset on clear days, you can kind of see like a pink sky. I don't know. You know, we're going to shed some light on that. Now, guys, how about that Arnold Allen performance, man? How about, I said, ooh, baby, turn the lights down. My boy, Icky Zay. Thank you so much, my brother. I got you with this as well. Let's go. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. And guys, I went fishing. It was a little bit crazy because I ended up catching a tick on my backpack. There was a tick on my backpack, bro, and thank God I saw it, bro, because if I didn't see it, man, I hate ticks, bro. I don't really like them. I wish that they weren't here, but animals need to eat them. The birds need to eat them, all that. So in the future, I'm gonna go fishing at the beach because there's less ticks there, I think, and stuff, instead of on a dock, because the wood is where they can thrive. So, not seeing a single thing about Arnold Allen Masterclass. Maybe MVP did exceed expectations. Did you guys like the MVP card? If you had to choose which one was more exciting, MVP or UFC, I'm not going to lie, if Wellmaker would have gotten that knockout over Juan Diaz, I would have went with UFC. But MVP was more fun, in my honest opinion. What do you guys think? I think MVP was very fun. And I think that it exceeded expectations. I will say, Francis Ngannou getting tagged by Felipe Lins. Like, the guy got stunned by Felipe Lins. Like, bro, what are we doing? I had Francis by KO round 1. I don't know if you guys saw, but we almost swept the entire card. I did not like the Nuketa versus Moraes fight because this guy's holding on to the rear naked choke after the bell already rang. And these guys, the referees are looking at the screen for 5 minutes. And they still come to the conclusion. How the hell do you, or correct me if I'm wrong, how do you still come to the conclusion that that was a submission? Bro, go rewatch it. We'll play it in slow motion if you guys want. Dude, he's fighting the rear naked choke, right? And he's squinting. The bell rings. His eyes are still moving. And then he goes out cold because the guy's holding it for 3 more seconds, bro. Dude, I don't care about the pick, right? Whatever. But I care about, like, Herb Dean, Mike Beltran, you guys are refs. Like, how are you going to let that slide? Like, the guy is a dirty cheater, bro. And I hate that because the guy was undefeated. Nuketa was undefeated. And it's a technical submission because he did go out. He went out. He went out cold. But, bro, now everybody that picked Moraes is like, oh, we got that Moraes pick. Yeah, I told you Moraes was going to win. I told you. Bro. If I knew Moraes was gonna cheat, like, bro, he cheated, bro. He cheated. Like, in my honest opinion, I don't like that, bro. Lyme disease MMA, yeah, dude. That's why I'm scared of them, bro. Because I do not want any of that. So I'm doing some checks. You know, always doing checks, always checking. You know, always doing the shaking. You know, taking off the sweater, the shirt, and shaking them off, and like seeing if they're still there or not. So thank God I did not get bit, but bro, those things are disgusting, and like you have to hit him. You can hit him with a hammer, bro, and that thing still won't die, bro. Yeah, I cut it in half. Shout out Big Chi. They for real doubted Arnold, bro. Yes, bro. And bro, I'm not gonna lie, all the smoke, I really like the way that you were breaking down the fights, bro. And by the way, you did excellent on Prediction Tracker, bro. Excellent. I don't know, yo. You went crazy on the methods of victory, bro. Because that's what I try to do, right? I try to get very good at the methods of victory. If you guys don't know what the methods of victory are, they're basically like Juan Diaz by sub, Arnold Allen by decision. Like, all the smoke, bro. He did excellent on the methods of victory. And that's what I find, like, very impressive, because it's hard to get the methods of victory right. You can make a pick. But to get the method of victory, I think that's very impressive. So shout out to all the smoke. Very good job, my brother. But we're going to shed some light on Prediction Tracker in a little bit. I'm going to talk to you guys about the update as well. Icky Zay, thank you for... You won big on Allen? Let's go. Send GG's for 20 jewels. Let's go, my guy. Let's go. Let's go. And guys, I'll talk about the members very soon. I'm going to talk about the members. But let's do this right now. I thought Arnold Allen would TKO him. Melky's tough as hell. He's tough as they get. Yeah, but I'm not going to lie, guys. Melky made a lot of mistakes. Like, I'll show you guys very quick. Melky made a bunch of mistakes. I thought Melky was going to look a lot better. I'm not going to lie. I didn't think he was going to get dropped in the first round, or was that the second round? He got dropped in the first or second round. Dude, you saw what Poatan posted? Poatan was hate watching Melky bad, man. Look at this. Dude, Melky looked like shit, bro. Like, I'm not going to lie, bro. And Goldie, I want to say thank you for having my back, bro. Like, a lot of these guys comment, I'll say, Braden, like, he's just like Juan Diaz money line. But, bro, he's fine with getting it wrong. He's fine. He doesn't make full card predictions, but, bro, yeah, we got Wellmaker wrong. But we got Arnold Allen over him, so let's go. Let's go. That's what matters. The main event matters, I think. I think the main event matters. We'll get the lock of the week back. We'll get that back, but we got that main event over him. He had Costa, and we had Allen, so let's fucking go. You know, a lot of the guys were like, Juan Diaz, money line, Juan Diaz. They're biased, though. Obviously, they like Juan Diaz because Latinos go with Latinos, you know. I'm not biased, though. But look at this. So, when we look at this fight, I'm not going to break down the whole fight. Like, I'm going to play it frame by frame. He's throwing a lot of spinning kicks, right? And Arnold Allen said that his spinning kick hit like a truck. Like a battering ram, right? But I got to talk about this, right? So, okay, this was the beautiful knockdown. Excuse me, I'm on the wrong part. This is not what I wanted to show. I wanted to show the takedown. There was a takedown that he ended up getting. Maybe it's not here no more, but he had a nice takedown on, he hit like a... Arnold Allen knocked him down, but there was a takedown that he tried to get on him. And it ended up failing miserably. I guess it's not here. I think it's BJJ Otter. Let me look at it very quick. I don't want to show you guys the knockdown. I want to show you guys how this guy tried to take down Arnold Allen, and like it wasn't even the best. Like it was like a half-ass takedown. Very quickly, guys, very quickly. I guess it's not here no more. I guess he privated it, but dude, the takedown that he had was bad, bro. Yeah, it's not here no more, man. Let me go to my bookmarks. I'll show you guys the knockdown then, if it doesn't show. Oh, right here, it got taken down by media. Look, you see this? It got taken down by media. But look, so, important judo lesson here. No Kazushi, no throw. So, Costa is rallying. He started to tag Allen and hurt him in that 5th round. They crash into an over-under clinch. Costa tries to pull Allen into a sasase, but he hasn't broken Allen's posture and balance, and then Allen ends up on top. I can't show you because it's not here, the media display, but you guys, I don't know if you guys saw it in the 5th round. He tried to sweep. Costa tried to sweep Allen, but he didn't break the top posture yet. And Allen ends up on top, and he cruises for the rest of the 5th round, like a little bit. And bro, it was like I feel like Costa, like he needs to be a lot more technical in my honest opinion. And who am I to say? And did you guys see Colby Covington's no longer in the rankings? But I'll show you guys the knockdown very quick since we're on the topic. Like it was a beautiful knockdown when we look at it. Look, I thought it was a very beautiful knockdown. So this was in the 1st round. He throws with a spinning back kick, right? And he's going. And Arnold Allen's closing distance, pulls up his shorts. Reminds me of Dustin Poirier, the way that he pulls up his shorts. And he's closing distance. And look at what he hits him with. A left hook. It looks like a left hook, like a left overhand, like a left, like shovel hook kind of. And he hits him hard, bro. But look at what Costa's doing. He's like, his hips are like together. You see how they're together? I'm not Habib when it comes to this fighting shit, or Conor, but you see how his like feet are planted? And then he gets hit with like a left hook. And bro, he overextends and he gets dropped bad, man. Bad. But damn, that was honest. That was awesome. Fuck ticks, bro. I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more, bro. I couldn't agree more. Thank you, my big dog. I was happy with it. Yo, it was nice, too. Allen mauled Melky, yeah. Sent flowers for 30. Thank you, my brother. So, guys, now that I have a lot of you guys here, I'm going to talk about sold my crafty parlay. I know, dude, I had to chase after Wellmaker lost. Dude, and I'm like, bro, what is Wellmaker doing? Like, Wellmaker's getting taken down. Wellmaker got dropped, right? He got hit with, like, an illegal knee up the middle. And that's fine, right? Not illegal. I don't know. I guess it was a foul, right? And it kind of hit his shoulder, but it's still connected, right? But after that, or I don't know if, I think it was, no, it was before that. He gets dropped, right? And as his way up, he gets hit with like a knee up, like on the shoulder, and it still connects, and the referee's like, oh, it hit the shoulder, so no point. You know how bad I wanted them to take a point, but even if they would have taken a point, Juan Diaz was excellent at taking the back, and it looked like Wellmaker, he needs a better gym. He needs a better gym, and also, like, I feel like Wellmaker, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like he gets in his head a little too much. Like, Wellmaker, I'm not going to say he's a fraud. He got fraud checked. Like, Ethan Ewing is very good. Juan Diaz, we'll see. But at the end of the day, this guy's fighting, like, pretty decent grapplers, you know? I know he's 31 years old. Yo! Sent Sunshine. Yo, I didn't even see this. Yo, Icky Zay, let's go, my brother. Gosh, damn. How I'm going to heart this, bro. Sunday. Damn, my boy. Yo. My boy's coming in clutch. You know I love to see it. Can we get some W's for Icky Zay? Big W's. Thank you, my brother. But I feel like Wellmaker, like, once he gets his back taken and he's getting taken down and controlled, like, he has no urgency to get up. And you can tell he's kind of, like, wilting. Not wilting, like kind of like he just doesn't want to be here no more. And that's what I, like. I feel like Wellmaker, bro, has a lot of work if he wants to stay in the UFC. But he also has to sit on his punches. Like, okay, Ethan Ewing, you try to put him out, whatever. But, bro, now you're trying to be a technical fighter. Throw balls to the wall. Like, throw balls to the wall. I don't know if you guys saw, Wellmaker was trying to, like, be too, like, technical. Or am I wrong? Nobody told me Diaz trains with good people like Moraes. I thought he's just another nobody of Contender Series. If you look at Diaz's record, his wins are against cans with terrible records. But I think, bro, Diaz is on the sauce. If you're talking about Luis Felipe Diaz, thank you for the 100 jewels, my brother. Let's go. I appreciate that, my boy. I really do. But yeah, I hear you, bro. I hear you. Bed bugs are the worst. You gotta use powders, seal cracks and floors and shit. I used to have them. I threw everything out. Minimalist, cleaner. Oh, and I keep spiders alive to hunt the ops. Yeah, but this is ticks, bro. This is not that. This is ticks. Like, they're not the exact same thing, but I hear you, my brother. I hear you. These are worse. In my opinion, these are worse because, I don't know if you guys know, if a tick bites you guys, if a tick bites you, bro, it can make you allergic to eating red meat. Isn't that crazy? If this insect that is so tiny bites you, it can make you allergic or make you feel sick to dairy and eating red meat. That's why I feel like they're the worst of the worst of the worst, because I do not want to get bit by that, bro. I do not. Hell no to the no, bro. Hell no. Hell no. Now you're right. He was barely throwing. Yeah, right. Like, he was like, I don't know. Like, and that frustrates me because who am I? But I feel like we know the potential of Wellmaker. We know maybe he won't be champ. Maybe he won't crack top 10. But I know that if he's locked in and he's not afraid of that takedown, he can start flowing. Even against Ethan Ewing, he looked great, but it happens. 1-1 on track bets last week. Ended up going Giant and Welly and Sopaj money line. I was hitting a bunch of shit on track. Got Cagliari ITD, Allen 4-5 decision, and Choi money line. Paku, I love it, my brother. I love it. I'm not going to lie, bro. I was on Wellmaker as well. I had like a big, like, 12-leg parlay ending with Wellmaker. And of course, you know how it is when you have a crazy parlay and you don't want to cash out, you let it ride. I'm the guy, right? I let it ride. I let it ride. Let it ride. Let it ride. Had it all the way up to Wellmaker. He loses. Then we got to go Choi, Allen, Ronda. That's what I did. I went Choi, Allen, Ronda. There's no cure either. Dude, 9 a.m. Bro, that's why I feel like, dude, I was telling the guys, why would I ever go fishing again? Or, like, obviously you got to be, there's different places and you can be a little bit more careful. But I was like, dude, I don't ever want to risk getting bit by that ever or ever. Like, because there's a molecule that, like, it can prevent the blood clotting and so that way it can feed off of you or something. And that's what makes you allergic and it reprograms your immune system. I don't ever want to risk not being able to eat tacos, ground beef, burgers, ever. So now I'm going to go to the beach. I'm going to go to the beach. Obviously, there still is a risk, but I'm going to go to the beach with the sand and then do it there, you know, just for fun, you know. But now, let's keep it up with the news. Allen shares the unexpected reason he stayed at the Trump Hotel during this fight week in Vegas. It's a pet friendly. I think the option is 4 seasons. We're not there yet. So he stayed at the hotel so he could keep his cat. If you guys don't know, Allen is very nice with the cats. He has a cat, so he stayed at this specific hotel in order for him to have his cat there. Now, guys, Jamal Hill asked Alex Pereira what Shama means, and then he asked for a signature. I don't know if you guys saw it. The UFC backstage just dropped.
Shama.
What does Shama mean?
Shama is like... Let's go.
I mean, let's go. Okay. Yeah.
Shama.
Hey, question. I get you to sign something. Well, even though we're gonna go to battle, we're gonna do our thing. I'm still a fan. I still respect you. I still appreciate you.
Independente de qualquer jeito, vocês vão sair na porrada. Vocês vão lutar, mas eu te respeito.
Shama.
So, guys, I wanted to tell you guys this. So, remember, right? He asks Alex for a signature, right? And when he asks Alex for a signature, at the press conference, remember, he's acting all nice here. Let's not forget, Jamal Hill's acting all nice here. Yo, what does Shama mean? Yo, my brother, can you sign this? You know, I know we're going to go to war, but, you know, I know we're going to go to war, but can you sign this, bro? And then at the presser, if you guys remember, he has a stone head with a chain, and he says, like, va morir, like, bro, you're done. And the switch up was crazy. Like, how you gonna ask this guy for a signature? I know they're gonna sell a fight, whatever, but you're gonna ask this guy for a signature, and then you're gonna switch up at the presser. Like, I'm glad Jamal Hill got knocked the fuck out. I'm not gonna lie, I picked Poatan. I'm not really a big fan of Poatan, but I think he should be able to knock out Ciryl Gane. We'll see. Ciryl Gane's very good. But I'm glad that Poatan put this guy's lights out, bro, because a guy like Jamal Hill, bro, is kind of fake, in my honest opinion. Oh, dude, Jamal Hill slander. Yo, you're crazy. Dude, a guy like Jamal Hill's kind of fake, in my honest opinion. Like, I know he had that situation with Joanna Jędrzejczyk. He was in the right with that Joanna Jędrzejczyk, you know, beef. Joanna's a little bit of a crazy, crazy girl. But, bro, let's not pretend. This guy asks for a signature. And then on Thursday, this guy is having a stonehead chain. All that throws all the respect out the window. I know they're selling a fight, whatever, but bro, I feel like Jamal Hill is like kind of fake, in my honest opinion. Also, Allen's interviews are so funny. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't understand him that well because of his accent, but I still understand a little bit. Let me know. I'm chucking $1,000 on Emmanuel, McGee, and Zaim. 3-leg. Let me know. Is this a guaranteed, or is this an Apex curse, or is there an Apex curse? Dude, so I know Emmanuel is fighting Matt Schnell, right? McGee is fighting Giannis, right? John Giannis or something. Who is Zaim fighting? I don't know who Zaim's fighting. Paco, I was thinking about just parlaying Nikolai by sub. I only parlayed it once, but I was so confident. Dude, I love Nicole Cagliari, bro. I picked Nicole Cagliari to beat Ernesta Carricake, and she went to a split decision. I obviously picked Carly Judas to beat Nicole, but then I went, you know what, we gotta go Nicole. But Nicole, it was 1-1 in that third round, into the third round. Excuse me. It was 1-1. Bannon won the second, Nicole won the first. And I love how Nicole got the grappling, got the takedown. She even like is willing to slam her face. I'll show you guys. Very quick. Very quick. She's willing to even slam her face on the mat, bro, just to get it done. Look, I'll show you. But now I'm going to give you guys an update on the memberships very quick. But look, I really like Nicole Cagliari. She's one of my favorite fighters to watch. Females. Look, she's willing to like slam her entire face on the... Look, so she threw Bannon, bro. I love Nicole Cagliari, man. She's small, but, you know, she's compact and she's very fast. She slammed her entire face on there, bro. Remember the angle that the UFC was recording at? Like, they were recording at, like, a very weird angle. But look, her whole face is on the map, bro. I thought that was very funny, bro. I thought that was awesome. Shout out to Goldie. Big shout out to Goldie, man. Thank you so much for the jewels, my brother. Also, Allen's interview is a funny Tom Nolan. Let's go. Shout out. Oh, he's fighting Tom Nolan. Yo, Tom Nolan, the guy like that rocked Susu, right? The guy that rocked Susu. Is that Tom, or is that Eric Nolan, or Tom Nolan? Is that Tom Nolan? Is that the guy that rocked Susu Sersakayev, or no? Am I thinking about the wrong guy? Goldie, parlaying a plus 600 line is so fucking dumb. I'm not gonna lie, I do the exact same thing, Paku. I do the exact same thing because, dude, Remember, it's women's MMA. I do the exact same thing. I'm not going to lie. Shauna Bennett honks, unfortunately. She could have won that fight, too. Shauna Bennett could have won that fight if she would have just defended the takedowns in round 3. Paku 4 legs with 3 other confident picks isn't dumb. All right, guys, look at this, guys. So, Max Holloway's KO over Justin Gaethje got Jamal Hill hyped before he fought Alex Pereira. They got me ready. I'm ready to get mine. So, he knocks out Gaethje, right? And look at what Jamal Hill says. Now, I can't play the whole thing, right? So, he says, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get mine. But he got knocked the fuck out after. Now, guys, look at this, guys. PlayStation has announced that PlayStation Plus prices for new customers will increase starting May 20th due to the ongoing market conditions. New pricing, 1 month, $10.99. Previously, it was $9.99. 3 months, $27.99. Previously, it was $24.99. Why? Why? Do I gotta go to Xbox? Do I have to go to Xbox? Why do they do this? Why? Now, when we look at this, guys, Gina Carano, when Netflix offered her the easiest $1 million in history. Remember when Gamrot stepped in on short notice for Fiziev? Fiziev was supposed to fight Oliveira. By the way, Oliveira would have smoked Fiziev. And he's just running to the octagon. I don't know why Gamrot did this, bro. I don't know why. Like, you gassed, bro. Now, when Ilya found Volk's belt, I believe it when I see it. They need to see it to believe it. So he said, I believe it, and then I see it. They need to see it to believe it. So he said normally they don't touch the belt until they win. He's like, what? He's, you know, he's kind of copying Conor when Conor grabbed Jose Aldo's belt. And he said, this is mine, you know.
Eso es lo que marca la diferencia entre yo y la gente. Muy bien.
Let's go to the next thing, guys. Conor McGregor says, all I see is easy dough everywhere. We need you to lock in, Conor. Conor, we need you to lock in. Let's keep it going. Dustin Poirier gives his top 5 favorite fighters to watch. Alex Pereira, Ilya, Conor, Justin Gaethje, Max Holloway.
Current fighters to watch: 5, Max Holloway. Always in fun fights, always bringing volume. Lately been punching power, bringing it with him, knocking out Gaethje. Same with Gaethje, he's a wrecking ball. Anybody he fights is going to be a war. I've been a fan.
But you know what's crazy? He has wins over 3 of his favorite fighters to watch. Conor, Gaethje, and Holloway.
Fan of his before he was in the UFC. And come on, Conor McGregor, it wasn't on you guys' list. He's must-watch TV anytime he fights. He hasn't fought in 5 years, and we're still, the whole world can't wait for his return, can't wait for this announcement they just made. They're blowing it up. He's still a superstar. You got to watch. It's going to be crazy. It's a spectacle.
I'm like, all right.
But he still must watch.
I want to hear what he says about Conor.
I think Dustin just put all his kids in the list.
Brown father.
Bro, Jorge Masvidal talks a lot of shit, bro. I'm not going to lie. Now let's go to the next thing. Tom Nolan's finna fusion dance at this point. Eric Nolan, Rock Seuss. Okay, so let me look at Tom Nolan. Let me look him up. Oh, I know who Tom Nolan is. He's the guy that beat Borashev. Right? I know who. Yo, Zaim's about to fucking knock his ass out. Bro. I know who Tom Nolan is, bro. He's the guy that beat Borashev, I think. Yes, dude. I get Eric Nolan, Tom Nolan all mixed up. I'll first look at Ilya Tapor's fighting model at EA UFC 6. I'm not gonna lie. It kind of looks a little weird, right? It looks a little weird. Let's keep it going. Fighter ratings are evolving in UFC 6 to create more competitive, authentic, and rewarding gameplay experience. Alex Pereira, Max Holloway, Ilya. Dude, is it me or does it look kind of weird? Like, it looks a little weird, right? Like, compared to, like, what they showed in the trailer. Now, let's keep it going, guys. Namo Fazil, who almost brawled with Arman Saryukian this weekend at Netflix MMA, showed he's been signed by Dana White and will fight on Dana White's Contender Series on August 11th. He could be a UFC fighter very soon, but he has to get past the first test, which is Dana White Contender Series. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna turn up the AC because it's hot where I'm at. So just give me 1 second. 1 second, my bad. I turned off the wrong thing. 1 second. Alright, guys, I put it. Dude, it's hot. It's hot where I'm at. Like, I'm upstairs, so bro, all the evaporation comes up. My bad. Just trying to help yous. Yeah, dude. Pacu always comes in clutch, and I can't wait for Dana White Contender Series. But look, we gotta fight. We gotta fight on August 11th. We're gonna see the guy who fought on MVP fight on Dana White Contender Series. Is that a lock? I think it's gonna be a lock, bro. Shout out to Goldie. Can Patty win or is it wraps? I got BSD, but he can definitely win. You know how BSD is. He's hittable. He's a walking punching bag until he gets the takedown. Even when he gets the takedown, he struggles to control. Like, Dustin Poirier gave a good blueprint. You see the clip of Ronda practicing before the fight? She did the same thing in the fight. What a pro. Hey, I didn't see it, bro. I didn't see it. I'll probably check it out. But, bro, I'm not going to lie. I wanted to see Ronda fight one more time, but I know she's going to retire. I know a lot of the guys were, like, kind of weirded out when she, like, was kissing her husband, and she's like, can I fight one more time? He's like, no, that's it. That's it. Last one. That was the last one. In reality, I think that was a great way to go off into the sunset, but come on, it's Gina Carano. Like, in reality, like, Gina was throwing a kick. Like, she kind of gave her that W. The Mac is back, baby. Now, last but not least, guys, that's Adrian Yanez tweets out, that's crazy. I'm on a McGregor and Holloway card, LOL. Adrian Yanez, if you guys don't remember, he fought Ricky Simone. Rocked him bad, bro. Rocked him bad. And it went to a draw. You guys know how it is, these draws. Now look at this, guys. So, we look at this photo in 2013. You guys are watching Max versus Conor for the first time. Like as a little Simpson. And then in 2026, you guys are all grown up watching McGregor versus Holloway. Isn't that crazy? Now let's keep it going. Now this is going to be a little bit of a weird issue. Let me know what you guys think. Dana White reveals there's a bug problem at the White House. He doesn't know how to solve it yet.
That I always think about, especially on the East Coast, bugs.
Yeah.
So President Trump just opened the Rose Garden 2 nights ago, and he invited me to dinner there.
Yep.
The amount of gnats
I don't know what
that
a
were
gnat
flying
is.
around, I'm like, holy shit. As soon as I got on the plane, I called my head of production and said, yeah, let me tell you about the gnat situation tonight. So when you're a fighter, think about that lighting grid, the claw that we're going to have, the amount of power in the lights, moths, gnats, and God knows what else. Fighters trying to deal with that.
Yeah.
You know what somebody said in the comments, bro? Somebody said this. Somebody said, no, not that. Look, somebody said, let me see. Justin Gaethje via gnat flying into Ilya's eye and blinding him from a haymaker. Dude, imagine if like a gnat or whatever that thing is like flies into Ilya's eye and he can't see and Gaethje actually pieces him up, bro. Now, guys, he's the most exciting dude pre-fight that I've ever seen in my life. The Deep Waters crew praises Conor McGregor's trash talk.
So good on the mic, he's unbelievable.
And it kind of ruined it, but it ruined his career.
Grabbing the belt from Aldo here.
Yeah.
He has so many moments in these press conferences, but the thing was, he was doing all this crazy stuff and performing, putting
That's
guys
what I'm saying.
P-head. He knocked out P-head.
Oh, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think
They should have shown when Conor knocked his ass out. Sorry, my voice cracked.
like hokey. That's one thing, but I mean, it was.
Bro, this was my favorite fight of all time. From Conor. Chad Mendes versus Conor McGregor. Jose Aldo pulls out. Conor's like, let's do it then. Let's do it. I don't know if you guys saw the clip where he's on a boat or he's like somewhere and they wake him up. And Dana and I think Hunter Campbell are like, Jose Aldo pulled out. You know, he had an injury. And Conor's like, let's do it then. Whoever steps in, let's do it. That was my favorite fight of all time from Conor. Conor versus Chad Mendes, because he faced adversity, got right back up, got taken down, got controlled, and then he put him out. That was one of my favorite fights of all time from Conor. Now, 5 years later, this video is still relevant again.
The UFC's #1 ranked.
This was when Holloway was going to fight Yair Rodriguez, I think. Because this is in the Apex. I'm not going to lie, I think Conor has a chance. But now, I'm going to give you guys a quick update on the memberships, guys. Let me give you guys a quick update. So basically what happened with the memberships, guys, is basically I was normally charging $1, right? And I know a lot of you guys aren't going to like this. Nobody's obligated, right? I gave you guys a little bit of a post on the community tab. But with the memberships, right? Let's say you hit a milestone. Let's say you hit 12 months 1 month, 2 months, right? I'm going to gift 10 memberships this stream, but when you hit 1 month, right? 2 months, right? Whatever. You couldn't type because it was only $1. It would only say W, 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 right? Sorry, guys. It's the pollen, bro. You couldn't type, right? It will only say W, 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 right? So I looked it up. Why? Like, Hernan asked me this as well. Like, how come I can't type when I hit a milestone on memberships? Like, how come every time I hit a milestone, all I could say is W? That was the name of the memberships, right? But also, what I wanted to say was, dude, you couldn't type because it has to be $4.99 or more. Like, I know you guys are going to be like, fuck, damn, like, you know, it was a good deal with only $1. But I do think that you guys deserve to type a message at the same time. You know, I think you guys deserve to type a message. At the end of the day, it does benefit me a little bit as well. But also, like, because with the dollars, right, you know, YouTube takes a 30% cut, right? Yo, let's fucking go. See, this is what I'm talking about. You see how you could type a message now? You see how you could type a message? So, guys, now, thank you, Andrew, by the way. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yo, the timing couldn't have been more perfect, Andrew Knotts. Dude, so this is exactly what I'm talking about. He says, let's fucking go. Shout out Clown. Shout out to the boy. Shout out to him. I know he's like, man, you're not my boy. You're the Lucas Tracy. You're Usyk Tracy. I don't try to look like Lucas Tracy. I really don't, bro. I really don't. Andrew, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And thank you for the timing, bro. The timing couldn't be more perfect. So you see how he's saying, let's fucking go. Shout out Clown. And he's showing a message, right? He can type a message, right? So back then, which wasn't that long ago, you could only, yeah, it was only $1, right? So that's good. But you could only, basically, you could only say W, W, W. Now, it highlights it in green. Remember, it highlights it in green no matter what. But now you guys can type a message. So now, I only have 2 memberships, right? So one that's $4.99, obviously plus tax, I think it's like $5. And then one that's like $10, right? But now, no matter what membership you get, hey, my brother, I appreciate that. We hit the goal. Let's fucking go. Great show. Go. Hey, I wouldn't be able to do this without you, without you guys, my brother. I appreciate it. Let me get a DJ air horn sound effect, bro. Let me get the DJ air horn sound effect. But now, you got, thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much. From the bottom of my heart, that comes in clutch. Big W's. Big W's. Big W's, my brother. But yes, now you guys can, I'm going to skip this ad, but now you guys can type messages in the chat. So once you hit a membership, right, you can, it's going to look like a donation. I know it takes me forever to get this point across, but Andrew Knotts, thank you so much. Let's go, my brother. Let's go. I hope you're having a great day and God bless. But now you guys are going to be able to type a message. Let's fucking go. You guys can ask me, hey, what do you think about this fight? It's going to get highlighted, you know, and you guys get the point. So now you guys are going to be able to type a message. But now I'm going to ask you guys, what do you guys want to do? What do you guys want to do? Do you guys want to look at UFC 329? I'm going to gish gallop a little bit here and there, but what do you guys want to do next? What next? Thank you, my boy. I appreciate that so much, bro. From the bottom of my heart, God bless each and every single one of you guys. Let's go. So, like, you guys tell me. Hey, Shiloh! Shiloh, I'm glad you're here. Dude. Predictions for UFC 329? Gold, you beat me to it, bro. You beat me to it. I put that in the poll, so vote in the poll. Yo, Shiloh, thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much for the 200 jewels, bro. These things go crazy, and I like how it looks in purple, bro. Shiloh, my brother from another mother. I appreciate it, bro. Thank you so much, bro. Like I said, guys, I owe you guys the world. I really do. Thank you guys for everything that you guys do for me. Obviously, I'm gish galloping all that, but for real, like, we are cooking up, and we're learning as we go. Shiloh, I wanted to talk to you about that Nukata fight, like, the Nukata Moraes. Like, tell me not, dude, right? Moraes was grabbing after the bell wrong, bro, or no? Or no, it was fair, it was fair. What do you think, bro? Yes, sir, let's fucking go. Thank you, my boy. it really means a lot. So let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. So Song Yadong has the big one. So now I'm gonna talk about prediction tracker, guys. I want to talk about something, right? Big shout out to all the smoke, Don the Smoke, all the guys. But guys, I gotta talk about something. So a lot of the guys, right? Like, this is not no shade, right? But a lot of the guys, like, I make picks every single card, right? And this is where it's gonna get a little dicey, right? We'll talk about the Tapology rankings as well. I fell off. But a lot of the guys, right? They don't send their full picks every week, right? Every week, right? Or in general, right? Every Saturday, there's either 13, 12, 11 fights, right, on the card, right? And a lot of the guys, right, it's not even, I love Prediction Tracker, he's awesome. But a lot of the guys didn't send their picks last week, right? I'm not going to say names, but they didn't send their picks at all. And it's okay, you have stuff to do, whatever, right? They didn't send their picks at all last week. And sometimes when there's coin flip cards, a lot of the guys don't send their full card picks, right? So what ended up happening was a lot of the guys, right? And I don't know how to say this, but guys, in 2025 on Prediction Tracker, not on Tapology, we were the most accurate in second place. I'll show you guys right now if you guys don't believe me. We were in second place for the most accurate, one of the second most accurate channel of 2025, right? Of all of 2025, right? I want to show you guys this very quick. And I know a lot of the guys are going to be like, man, I don't really care about this. I don't care. But I want to show you guys why I think that there is a lot of people that get away with stuff very quick. So I just want to show you guys the 2025. I think I can show you like the 2025 most accurate channels. This is 11 months ago, 10 months ago. Vegas 319. There we go. Let's keep it going. UFC Brazil. How long ago? UFC Vancouver. Bonfim, Armin. Let me just keep going. Let me scroll up. So best UFC predictors of 2025 full end results. So I'm just gonna skip this ad, but I want to show you guys, and I gotta talk about this very quick. Like, I really gotta shed some light on this because I've talked about this before, where we're gonna talk about the best of 2025, right? So these are the least accurate channels of 2025, right? If you look at it very quick, the least accurate, and it's all right. We all are competing, right? So look, you guys don't believe me? You guys can come back to this. You guys can come back to this video. So look.
Both of them have a correct pick percentage, rounded to the nearest decimal of 67.9%. And an interesting note is that Left Lane MMA is the only channel in this top 10 that made picks on all 514 fights.
So with Prediction Tracker, I went halfway through the year of 2025. I have to admit, I am going to fall into this category. I went halfway, so I started halfway through 2025, but I picked every single fight on every single card, every single Saturday, right? Now look.
This year. And in second place, the second most accurate channel in 2025, we have Uselyis. I started tracking this channel around halfway of 2025, so that's why I only have 262 predictions, but out of those, 179 were correct for a correct pick percentage of 68.3%.
So,
Husky Hustler.
So look, remember what he said, right? Remember what he said, and I'm not gonna hold back. I'm not gonna hold back. Remember what he said. He said Left Lane MMA picked every single fight of 2025, right? 514. You see that, right? So technically, since I joined halfway through 2025, that gives me an advantage, right? Because I'm not picking all 514 fights, right? Which is what I believe how many were in 2025. Correct me if I'm wrong. Left Lane MMA, right? Picked every single fight, every single Saturday. You see this, right? Do you guys see this, right? Every single fight, right? But guys, I was 179 out of 262. That's halfway through, kind of like a half-ass second place, right? I truly believe that, like, in reality, like Left Lane, he deserves a lot more credit, right? Now, when we look, right, Husky, right, he big 428, right? It's not towards anybody, right? What up? Yo, I think you're Walt Sr. What up, Slow Go? I thought you were the hunt this entire time. Like, I really did. Shout out to Hank, right? But, guys, I'm not going to call it out, but, like, or I am going to call it out. But, guys, a lot of these guys are skipping cards. A lot of these guys, whatever. It happens, whatever. But there's 514 fights of 2025. How many people picked 514 fights of 2025? Let's look at it. Out of this entire 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Out of 14 people on this of 2025, the best accurate channels, including myself, but I joined halfway, they all didn't pick 514 fights. The only guy that picked every single fight, made a prediction for every single fight, every single Saturday was Left Lane MMA, right? And I got to show you guys this, right? All these guys, they didn't pick every single fight, including myself. Now, when I show you guys this, right, we show on the #1 most accurate, right? We'll go to the comments, we'll go to the section as well. Guys, a lot of the guys, right, most accurate overall picks, right? Like, a lot of the guys are moving up on the rankings because they're not making picks every Saturday. A lot of the guys are moving up in the and I know I take this too serious, right? A lot of the guys are looking good on the rankings because they're not making a pick for every single fight on the card. Like, some of these guys are sending, like, 1 out of 1. They get 100% right. And I know you only count if it's 7 out of 7, but this is why I give a big shout out to KZ. If there's 13 fights on the card, he's sending all 13 predictions. And I know, right, I do this with the methods of victory, right? I send like 9 methods of victory instead of 13, right? I send 7 methods of victory instead of 13, right? But that's methods of victory. I pick every single fight on the card, whether it's a new fight, short notice, whether I don't know, whether it's some weird stuff going on. I pick every single fight on the card every single Saturday, right? So MA Husky Hustler, he went up in the rankings, but he skipped last week, and he didn't make his picks on a coin flip card. Obviously, who knows what's going on, right? You know, you're busy with family, all that stuff, right? But guys, when we look at this, let's look at the comments. Obviously, when we look at the comments, right? Like, I gotta see what Left Lane said, right? So I just don't want to leak any of my, like, videos that I've been watching. That's why I want to, like, I gotta be careful. But let me just scroll, see if there's any videos that I've been, alright, so it's not bad, The videos that I've been watching aren't bad, like, not that they're bad, but I don't want them to leak where, like, any stuff, right? So look at what Left Lane said, look at what Left Lane MMA said. He's the most, look, let me see if I can make this bigger. Look at what Left Lane MMA said. He said, look, I don't know if you guys can see it, right? So you see this right here. I know you guys are like, bro, what the hell? Like, oh my gosh, I don't want to see this. But if you can see this, right? I don't know if you guys can see the whole thing. Can you guys see the whole thing, or I'm kind of covering it? Fuck it. So I'll show you guys this, right? I don't want to show you guys the videos that I've fucking been watching. But, all right, let me see if I can show you guys this. Can you guys see this? Okay, you guys can see this. Okay, so it says, as predicted, an extremely tough card on picks, really emphasizes why all channels should have to make picks on every card to have their rate count, right? And I know a lot of you guys don't want to hear this, right? So this guy said, and this is Left Lane MMA, who was in 3rd place, who picked every single fight of 2025 and still got 3rd place, which in reality, technically, he should be actually #1, but because of statistics-wise and accuracy-wise, he's not, right? So he says, hey, this guy says, hey, I disagree. Some odds just don't make sense to bet on. So I left those fights out of my predictions, right? This is a guy that sends his picks. What does Left Lane says? He says, I don't know if you guys can read this. He says, Sun Tzu tips. Well, yes, no one is saying you have to bet on every fight. But if you are selectively picking easier fights to predict, then your results aren't very relevant, right? Now let's keep it going. He says, I mostly pick and bet underdogs. I see no value picking Chimaev, Wallmaker, similar favorites. That's on you, right? He didn't get the point. The point is, bro, if you are selectively picking, and I know there's different categories for everything, right? But if you are selectively picking different fights, right, and you're not picking every single fight on the card, then you should be put in a different category. Because these guys that are picking every single Saturday, every single fight on Saturday, are different. They're different from the guys that, and I know I do this with the methods of victory, but I still pick every single fight on the card every single Saturday. And I know you can make a pick, right? But at the end of the day, it's different from sending your all 13 picks when a lot of these guys are sending 9 picks, 11 picks, 7 picks, 8 picks out of the card, right? To be more accurate, right? But I couldn't agree more with Left Lane MMA. when he says, I went 8-5 on Saturday with 2 underdogs. That's 32 underdogs, right, for me, just 2026 cards. I'm still averaging 2 dogs per card. I'm the GOAT. This is what new UFC dogs, he's trolling, right? But when we look at what Left Lane MMA has to say, like, live dogs, yes. This guy says, any channel that isn't hitting less than 55% prediction rate at the end of the year shouldn't be covered. It's a waste of people's time. And guys, he says, I agree with this. I feel like in order for people to make it on the leaderboard, most correct picks on predictions with picks on all 13 fights should be counted. There are a large sample size of people making 13 card picks that it can be a condition to make it on the leaderboard. They're not picking all 13 fights. They're not picking all 14 fights. They're not picking all 11 fights on the card. And that's why a lot of these guys are a little bit more accurate. And when we look at what happened here. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. So let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Where is it? Where he said, and it's just a pick. It's just picks, right? But look, this guy says, MMA Husky Hustler, #1 predictor, conveniently skips a generational coin flip on card. So let me read that again. I got dyslexia. So he says, MMA Husky Hustler, #1 predictor, conveniently skips generational coin flip cards on picks. And Prediction Tracker says, hey, I don't know what was going on. Maybe he wasn't there. He normally sends his picks every week, right? But what I'm saying is that, like, these guys are getting away with being at #1. And whether you have stuff going on, personal, whatever, these guys are getting away with being at #1 by not picking every single card. We saw what happened 2025, right? There was 514 fights. Left Lane MMA picked each and every single one of them, right? There was 14 people on the billboard right here. 14 people, right? 13 out of 14 people, including myself, didn't pick every single fight. And I'm not talking about, I'm halfway. I picked every single fight halfway, but there's a lot of these guys. I don't know exactly how many didn't pick every single fight on every single Saturday, but look at how many people get away with not picking the entire card, and they get put higher in the statistics. They get put higher here. They get put higher here. They get put higher here. Oh, they're the most accurate channel of 2025 here. But you didn't pick every single fight of 2025, or did you? How many coin flips cards? Arnold Allen, Marquisio Costa. What is another coin flip? Aljo versus Zalal. A lot of these guys are skipping these close fight. Chaos Williams, Nikolai Vatinikov. I don't know what they're skipping, but a lot of these guys are skipping fights that are hard to pick, and they're getting away with being more accurate. And that's how the game goes. You know, at the end of the day, you run it however you want to run it. But I'm not going to say that in reality, when 2026 wraps up, that these guys aren't, like, some of these guys are done dirty. Like Left Lane, like, in reality, bro, like, he's right. Like, there should be a different category for the guys that pick every single fight on every single Saturday. But you guys tell me what you guys think. I'm going to get to the next topic. But I truly believe that a lot of these guys get away with stuff when they don't pick every single fight on Saturday. You know, what do you guys think? Like, you know, like, we saw, like, these guys that pick, like, 10 out of the 13 fights, or, like, and that's easy, bro. Like, if you're only picking 10, bro, that's easy. Like, in reality, that's fucking easy as shit. Like, it's a 13-fight card. If you're, you know, who am I? Like, it's not my thing, but, and I love Prediction Tracker. I love this shit. I love it. But, like, in reality, a lot of the guys get away with not picking every single fight. And then by the end of the year, they're, like, in the top 14. But they're in the same category as Left Lane MMA, who's picked every single fight every single Saturday, no matter the card, no matter how bad the card is, and no matter how many coin flips are on the card, no matter how many short notice matchups are on the card. You know? Or am I crazy? You know, you guys tell me. I mean, it's real dedication to not miss a card last year. I tried and couldn't, yes. But there's a difference between missing a card. Like, if you got stuff going on Saturday, you can miss it, right? But you can still send in your picks, right? Let's say, oh, I'm going to be busy on Saturday. You can still send it at gmail.com UFC Prediction Tracker, right? You can still say, I'm going this. You can still send your 13 picks and do whatever you got to do on Saturday. You don't even have to bet. But, like, how many guys get away with not picking the entire card and they get put on a higher pedestal because they didn't pick the entire card? Or am I crazy? I do that with Method of Victory, but I told you guys, look, I exited out the prediction video, the old one. This is the 2025 one. But when I did the Methods of Victory, guys, I'm stuttering like crazy. I got away with, like, I told you guys, like, I got away with, you know, sending less Methods of Victory, but I still picked the entire card. You know, or am I crazy? Or am I crazy, guys? And then we're going to go into the Tapology rankings, and then we'll break down whatever you guys want to talk about. But when we go at pound-for-pound accuracy method, right? We go right here. I'm number 2, right? I'm tied with MMA BG, right? Methods of victory. 73 out of 169, right? 86 out of 199. You know, you can tell with method of victory, I don't pick the entire card, and I tell you guys that, right? But I still make every single pick out of all 13 fight cards, out of all 11 fight cards, out of all 12, out of all 14 fight cards, and I still make a pick on Vegas, Apex too. You know, what do you guys think? W slow go. Bro, what's the best pick or call you've ever had? Carlos Olberg over Jiri, I think. I think Carlos Olberg over Jiri was the greatest of all time. And another one would probably be fucking, I can't think of his name. Fuck, I don't know. What about you though, bro? What about you? But me, Carlos Olberg over Jiri, and I can't think, bro. I can't think. It was like a wrestler. Like a wrestler that like just hugged. Oh, Evloev his entire career. His entire career. Like I've never picked an Evloev fight wrong. Like Evloev his entire career. You broke Shiloh, let's go jewel for jewel. Nah, you got it's crazy, guys. You guys are fucking crazy. Patty's got that kind of style to fight with fire. Alright guys, so we're done with this. But I love Prediction Tracker. I always love it. He gets to run it however he wants to run it. But you guys tell me what you guys want to do. UFC Song versus Figgy main card. I'll let you guys keep on voting. Patty's got that kind of style to fight fire with fire. But BSD, unfortunately, he doesn't have the wrestling defense of Ruffy or Hooker. But he got the jits. I hear you, bro. You're broke, Charlo. BSD. Thank you, Charlo, for the jewels. BSD likes to walk people down. I think Patty has that style to trade back. I think so as well. Never let BSD bully you because if you do, you're fucked. Yes. And BSD gets tired, but he gets super sloppy. Does Patty's jiu-jitsu make BSD respect him and force a stand-up fight? Hopefully, we'll see. We'll see, bro. I think BSD should be able to win, but even on the feet, bro, Patty should be able to mess him up. I mean, it's real dedication to not miss a card. Last year, I tried and couldn't. I'm calling it out. Gable Stevenson will fail the Tybora test. Hey, I hear you, brother. I hear you. Andrew Knotts comes out, hug me, baby. Shmaev. People do that on Topology with regional and boxing fights with large faves and increase their percentage. You shouldn't be allowed to submit picks unless you entered all of them. I couldn't agree more. But that's not how the game goes, unfortunately. If you don't pick all the fights and methods, you're a next. Yeah, I hear you, Paco. I hear you. But at the end of the day, sometimes people are busy. You know, you never know, right? Please, brother, it's 1 a.m. for me. Can we break down the card? Yes, we will. I don't reckon you can't complain about people not putting picks in when you don't put methods in for the same reason they don't put all the picks. No, I'm about to crash out now. No, you cannot compare methods of victory to not putting in a whole card picks. You cannot. Maybe you can, but bro, not picking. Bro, I used to send all my methods of victory each and every single Saturday, right? But what do I notice? Almost everybody on methods of victory in the accuracy method, I can show you. Almost everybody in the methods of victory accuracy doesn't send their full methods of victory. I'm talking about full card picks. Full card picks. If you don't send your full card picks, you should be put in a different category. But whatever. Whatever. It is what it is, right? Methods of victory, I tell you guys. I don't send my full methods of victory. I tell you guys. Maybe I'm one of them, right? But full card pick, I send my full card picks each and every single Saturday. Methods of victory, I put them on Tapology each and every single Saturday. And I used to send my full methods of victory every Saturday, but I didn't. But I started not to because a lot of the guys in methods of victory don't send their full 13 out of 13. You know. BSD's going to run through Patty. I hear you, though. I hear you. All right, guys. Let's break down the main card of UFC Song versus Figgy. I see a lot of you guys want the breakdown. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think it's a good main card. We got Road to UFC as well. I'll show you guys very quick. I got to give a big shout out to Cam because Cam, his boy, is fighting on Road to UFC. And I do think that that's a very fun thing. Excuse me. You are both leaving things out for the sake of leaderboards. It's basically the same. No. It's the same with methods of victory, right? But bro, imagine if Okay, we're gonna break down this main card, right? Bro, imagine when I do my full card predictions, right? I do my full card prediction, and I say, you know what? I'm actually gonna skip this this fight right here. GOOO and Rodrigo Vera. I'm gonna skip this fight because I want to get higher in the leaderboards. Dude, I still put my whole methods of victory on Tapology. Just on prediction tracker, I don't. But imagine if I make a UFC prediction. Let's break down this main card, guys. Let's break down this main card. But you know what? I'm gonna skip the Jake Matthews Carlson Harris fight because it was short notice, and I want to get higher in the leaderboards. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like methods of victory. All right, you don't want to send your full card methods of victory. Whatever. You guys can put in the same category. Whatever. But, bro, imagine if I said, I'm going to break down this whole card. What's up, guys? I'm going to break down this whole card. But I'm going to skip Meng Ding, Jose Enrique. I'm going to skip Luis Felipe Diaz and Yisak Lee. And I'm going to skip GOOO and Rodrigo Vera. I'm going to skip those fights because I want to get higher in the leaderboards. Like, that's a whole, like, that's like some, like, that's like, you know, at the end of the day, you guys can still see my full methods of victory on Tapology. But, you know, like, these guys, you know, like, if I really want to be the most accurate predictor, then I don't send my full card pick. Then I still break down the entire card, but I don't send my full card picks on to prediction tracker, you know? Why hasn't KZ won live? I don't know. I think he got a gaming computer, bro, and like a very good laptop, and he's been like grinding, bro, and plus work as well. I'm not sure though. I think he'll go live this week, bro. Tracker should just make a Tapology, should just make a group on Tapology. Wouldn't that make it easier? Yeah, bro. Yeah, hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. That would make it way easier, but there's like different things that fall into play, like best underdog, best, like, you know, different things. But we're going to break down this entire card, guys. I hope you guys are all having a great day. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fight main card. I was going to tell you guys, so for members only, I'm going to bring a little bit of content. I'm going to bring some members only videos, some things out the vault, but I'm also going to start doing some vlogs, like some members only vlogs. So, I might do a fishing vlog, but I might talk MMA while fishing. Like, I don't know if this has ever been done before. Maybe it has. YouTube has a bunch of videos. Let me do the poll. Let me actually... It's a 6-fight main card. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6-fight main card. But I don't know if anybody has talked MMA while going fishing. You know? Like, in a video. You know, I might just talk Conor, Holloway, all that stuff. But let's break down the entire card. Not the entire card, the entire main card. And let's bring it. I do not have odds for these fights, guys. I do not have odds for them. I know there'll be odds on like different like books, but let's just break it down. We're 2 weeks away. The odds are gonna change a lot. I appreciate you guys for voting as well. I'm gonna give 10 memberships once we get to the main event. I'm gonna give 10 memberships. You guys know at 3K we're gonna do a giveaway, an Amazon gift card giveaway. We're literally almost there. But people unsubscribe, they resubscribe, they unsubscribe, resubscribe. Like, tell me what you guys think. Like, Amazon gift card this week, maybe. All right, let's do it. Let's break down this entire card. Let's do it. So, I am going to be picking Sumadaraji. Alex Perez has power in his hands, popping his shots, can grapple, was giving Uselyis Mabayev a lot of issues. When I look at this fight, right, Alex Perez knocked out Charles Johnson. I picked Charles Johnson. I thought Charles Johnson was going to be too smooth, too quick, too evasive for a guy like Alex Perez. But Alex Perez sits on his punches, has more power than a lot of these guys at 125, and he can pack a punch. Against Sumadaraji, right, he's on a 3-fight win streak. But we're going to talk about how he was on a 3-fight losing skid at one point, losing to Matt Schnell, Tim Elliott, and Charles Johnson. Now, with MMA math, you can say, oh, Alex Perez beat Charles Johnson, Sumadaraji lost to him. You know, MMA math, right? But this is why styles make fights. He lost to Matt Schnell in a back-and-forth war. Lost to Tim Elliott. He lost to both of those guys by sub. Lost to Charles Johnson by decision. The red flag with Sumadaraji is he's very susceptible to getting submitted, guys. Very susceptible. And what do I mean by that? The guy, once that choke snatches up, more than likely he's going to tap. He's never been knocked out in his entire career, can win a decision, and can go a hard 15. But he has power in his shots. I think Alex Perez has more power because he's more compact. Now we're going to talk about Alex Perez. Alex Perez was taking down Uselyis Mabayev, bringing the action, giving Uselyis Mabayev issues, right? But also Mabayev is kind of short for the division. So is Alex Perez. Alex Perez 2-3 out of his last 5. But don't let his record fool you, right? When we look at Alex Perez, I know that this guy's going to shoot takedowns. I know that this guy's going to sit on his punches. You know, like how Dustin Poirier kind of closes distance with his overhands and switches stance. Like Alex Perez kind of does something like that. Good low kicks as well that he was constantly landing on Asu Mabayev. It was 1-1 heading into the 3rd round with Asu Mabayev. Asu is about to get taken down. Alex Perez lifts him up. Asu jumps on a ghillie, wraps up that ghillie, and Alex has to tap. Guys, Asu was my lock of the week. And guys, was I nervous. You should have saw the live odds, man. At one point, it was like 112, minus 112, minus 112 for each side for Asu and Alex Perez. I have to bring up Alex Perez, his win over Jose Formiga, right? His win over Jose Formiga, he showed a great display of leg kicks and constantly being able to fight at a high intensity, high pace, in-your-face style, right? And when I look at this fight, yeah, he got submitted by Davison. Yeah, he got submitted by Pantoja. Lost a decision to Mokaev. And remember, if you remember that fight against Mokaev, Alex Perez was giving Mokaev a lot of issues. That a lot of these guys thought that, correct me if I'm wrong, that Mokaev should have won, that Alex Perez had a case to win that fight. I think Mokaev won that fight fair and square. I picked Nicolau to beat Alex Perez. And Alex Perez just puts his lights out. I think Sumadaji can keep the distance. Let me go to GID stats. I think you guys might like this. This is the graph that I use for the predictions. Sumadaji has a long, lanky style, right? Keep that jab in your face. Leg kicks, can kind of use his footwork, can kind of use the cage. And remember, we're not in the apex, right? In the apex, a smaller cage, Alex Perez can have more success, right? Shooting takedowns. I think even if Sumadaji gets taken down, he can work right back up. He just needs to defend the submissions because if Perez has his back, has a takedown, is in full mount, he's going to hunt for a sub. He's going to hunt for a rear naked choke. He's going to hunt for a guillotine. He's going to hunt for something. I think he has an arm triangle in his arsenal as well. Let me keep looking. Guillotine. Arm triangle choke as well. If he's in full mount, guys, Sumadaji has been submitted bad, man. Look at that fight against Matt Schnell. He got submitted by a triangle choke. Like, he's very susceptible to getting submitted. But I think that if this is on the feet, he can dictate the action. I think Sumadaji can win. I know Sumadaji's a plus 100 underdog. Alex Perez minus 120. I'm going to go Sumadaji. Sumadaji by decision. That's what I'm going to do. But I like his money line, but we're so far away. We are so far away. You never know. We have Road to UFC happening as well. And I want to give a big shout out to Cam very quick. Very quick, guys. So Cam mentioned yesterday that on Road to UFC, his boy is fighting. Somebody that he grew up with. And I'll tell you guys who the guy that he grew up with. If you guys don't know, it's Cam Hassel, MMA Cam on YouTube. When you look at this, guys, this is his boy that he grew up with. Kasib Madarach, right? He's fighting on Road to UFC. And I am very excited. I get very excited. Paku had his boy Brando Perisic as well. I get very excited when these guys say that they know this guy, that they've seen this guy, that they know that this guy's going to bring it. Because I can't wait for this guy to get into the UFC. Now, he has a tough test in front of him, right? He's 7-0. And a majority of Tapology is expecting him to win by knockout, right? But it might be a ground and pound TKO. When we look at this guy, right? 7-0, this is Cam's guy. He grew up with him as well. A majority of his wins are by knockout, but if you look closer, he's won a hard 25 minutes, right? Been scheduled to go 25 twice in his entire career, I believe. Guys, look at it. Ground and pound, ground and pound, ground and pound. I'm assuming he can get the takedown and land some ground and pound shots. I still have to do tape study, but bro, this guy has some vicious ground and pound from what I can see. Arm lock. Can get a TKO with a knee injury off that other guy, Sung Jung Kim. I think he should be able to bring it, bro, and I can't wait for Road to UFC. We look at the main event. It's Rong Zhu versus Victor Martinez. We got 3 UFC events, guys, this week. I don't know how I can get rid of this, like, highlight. I don't know why it's highlighted, like I can't get rid of this highlight. But we have 3 UFC events. Xingmi versus Puhar Tamar, 10-fight card. We got before that, Road to UFC, Rong Zhu versus Victor Martinez, 10-fight card as well. And then after that, we have on Saturday at 4 in the morning, UFC China, UFC Macau, Figueiredo versus Song Yadong, excuse me. But yeah, I'm going to go Suma Daraji. There was no check. There was not one of them that were checked. Wifing me DMs. Hey, baby, hit me back up and I'll chat you later. On while having an after party at the Wynn nightclub, baby. In reality, though, guys, I think what broke Conor's leg was when Dustin was defending, right? You know how he goes like this a little bit? Like, he goes like this, right? Conor, like, he was doing a karate style, right? And he was already injured, I think, prior to that. But what actually cemented the leg snapping was, like, when Dustin defended with his elbow, like, you know how Khabib defended? Like, he would put his elbow towards the kick. So when Dustin, I don't know if this was purposely done or not, but Dustin defended one of the kicks with his elbow. And that's what, like, kind of cemented the deal, in my opinion. What do you guys think? I think it was the elbow of Dustin when he was defending the kicks that broke Conor's leg. Now let's go to the next fight. Alright, Jake Matthews versus Carlston Harris. I love this fight, guys. I cannot wait to see who you guys have. Muslim Salikov was supposed to step in for Carlston Harris. When we look at this fight, guys, I mean, Muslim Salikov was supposed to be here, right? Carlston Harris steps in. When I look at this fight, I feel like Muslim Salikov versus Jake Matthews would have been a way harder fight to predict. And we look at Jake Matthews, I probably still would have picked Jake Matthews over Salikov. Salikov is still good. Like, Salikov, what? He got knocked out by Medic. Like, that's not a... Let me double check. Let me just double check. I think he got knocked out by Medic. No shame in that. Yeah, he got knocked out by Medic in the first round. No shame. Like, dude, Salikov, like, is very technical, and he probably would have gave Jake Matthews a lot of issues, but I think this is an easier fight for Carlston Harris. I mean, for Jake Matthews, excuse me. Let's break it down over here. Let's go. Just let me look at... I need to use the stats, so... Jake Matthews versus Carlston Harris. Jake Matthews, 22-8-0 overall, 31 years old, versus 38-year-old Carlston Harris. Now, Carlston Harris, I think that... I agree with AJ, MMA Experts. He said that Carlston Harris hasn't been the same since he lost to Shavkat Rakhmonov. I don't know if Shavkat's ever going to come back, but Shavkat ended up hitting him with a spinning hook kick and ended up finishing him in round 1. Beautiful, beautiful performance from Shavkat. But ever since then, guys, he's lost all of his losses by KO. Lost to Ponzi by KO in round 3, standing TKO. Lost to Chaos Williams, and lost to Shavkat Rakhmonov by KO. He's 4-3 in the UFC. When we look, guys, he does have a good submission threat. Jeremiah Wells was kind of giving him issues, to be honest, in my honest opinion. Up until Carlston Harris got that submission in round 3. Good anaconda. Can win a hard 15. Has a good win over Impa Kasaganai. Good Darce choke, anaconda. When we look, the Darce choke, anaconda, arm triangle. His submission threat is the biggest threat that he gives to Jake Matthews, in my honest opinion. Now, with Jake Matthews, Celtic Kid, I have to bring up that last fight, man. I have to bring up that last fight against Neil Magny. The ref stops the fight, right? Because he thought that Neil Magny's arm went limp. He thought that Neil Magny wasn't conscious, right? And imagine how much energy and gas in the tank that Jake Matthews wasted hunting for that guillotine choke. And if the ref didn't stop it, I don't know if Magny taps. I don't know if Magny fights out of it. But I'll tell you what I know. The ref stepping in, stopping that fight early because he thought Magny was unconscious, definitely helped Magny. Get out of that choke. And 2, have a second chance in the fight. How many people get a second chance at getting out of a submission due to the ref? Like, Neil Magny, he's a third-round mythical fighter. He's very good, right? But, bro, if he's going to go out, let him go out. Don't be Herb Dean, like, scared to go in, go out. Jason Herzog, stop the fight too early, stop the fight too late. We'll talk about Jason Herzog. The guy either stops the fight too early, Jason Herzog, Derek Lewis, Talsin Teixeira, or he stops the fight too late, Muhammad Yahya, Steven Nguyen, right? Like, a lot of these refs, bro, this is why I can't wait for Big John McCarthy to get right back into reffing. Like, Big John McCarthy, bro, I think I saw him at MVP. Bro, that guy knows how to fucking ref, and he doesn't make a lot of mistakes like these guys. And I know they ref a bunch of fights, so eventually they're going to make a mistake. But, bro, I don't remember the ref. I'll look it up. Who was the ref for Neil Magny, Jake Matthews? I'll look it up very quick, because that was a big mistake. It was Jim Paredes. Controversial stoppage. Look at this, guys. So he says, controversial stoppage. Paredes has appeared to stop the fight at the end of round 1, believing Magny was unconscious from a choke, but allowed the bout to continue when Magny protested and the round ended. Outcome, Magny went on to win via submission in round 3. Aftermath, Jake Matthews appealed the result at Western Australia Combat Commission, which ultimately upheld Magny's victory in late October 2025. Magny still got the dub. It wasn't Stephen Nguyen or no? Or I don't know how to say his name. Let me see. I don't know how to say his name. Or Nguyen. How would you say it? I don't know how to say his name, bro. Dude, Muhammad Yahya, bro, he got fucked up in that fight. Stephen Nguyen. Look, you see that? Stephen Nguyen, I guess. Or Nguyen. But, bro, that ref... Okay, maybe the round would have ended, whatever. Maybe in shoulda, coulda, woulda alternate reality, Jake Matthews would have still lost, right? But I'm going to say I blame all that shit on the ref. Oh, you always blame somebody. It's just Nguyen. Okay, Stephen Nguyen. Damn, that's a hard name to pronounce then. Like a hard name for me to read. But, bro, I'm going to say that ref fucked everything up. He messed up everything, bro, because now Jake Matthews is, he's trying to fight. All right, the fight's still on. What? Like, the adrenaline dump, whatever. And then he gets submitted in the 3rd round by Darshok. And that's the type of stuff, like, Neil Magny kind of reminds me of Nate Diaz a little bit. Like, you know how Nate Diaz got saved? Like, Nate Diaz got dropped at the end of round 2. And then his team throws in the towel, right? Like, Nate Diaz probably would have got put out cold. Or Nate Diaz probably would have got TKO'd, right? But Nate Diaz always gets saved in a way where, since it was a stoppage in between rounds, he gets to say, let's do a rematch. Let's do this. Let's do that. And with Neil Magny, I feel like, okay, he's a 3rd round mythical fighter, whatever. But this guy, Neil Magny, gets away with a lot of shit. I'm not talking about, like, cheating, whatever, this or that. I feel like Neil Magny just levels up in round 3, and I'm like, bro, like, he always gets away with, like, losing and then coming back and winning in a weird way, if that makes sense. But when I look at this fight, guys, a majority of Jake Matthews' losses come by submission. He has a massive hole in his submission game. Been submitted 4 times already. Has lost a decision 3 times. One of them being Michael Morales. That was kind of like a sparring match. He's going here and there, touching up here and there. I feel like Jake Matthews needs to win this fight, right? To get right back in the win column, obviously. But he needs to dictate the pace. And if you're going to shoot takedowns on Carlston Harris, be careful. 1, to not chase submission over position. 2, to not... You know when these guys shoot a takedown and their head is sticking out and they're so susceptible to getting submitted? Don't stick your head out when you're shooting a takedown. You know, like, tuck in and close. And 3, sit on your shots, and you should be able to put this guy's lights out. I'm going to go Jake Matthews, and I'm going to go Jake Matthews by KO. I'm going to go by KO. Fuck it. Just give me Jake Matthews by KO. I feel like with Jake Matthews, bro, if he's locked in like he was against Chidi Bang Bang, look at that fight against Chidi Bang Bang. As soon as the bell starts, goes for a takedown, Chidi Bang Bang's across the fence, jumps on Chidi Bang Bang's back, and submits him with a rear naked choke. Like, that fight was a masterclass from Jake Matthews. And I think that Jake Matthews can even submit Carlston Harris. But I think that he should be able to knock out Carlston Harris. That's my early prediction. Give me Jake Matthews by KO. But man, bro, like that Neil Magny fight was just a mess, man. All right, get your votes in, guys. All right, so we got Kaya Sakura versus Cameron Smotherman. I really like this fight. I'll tell you guys why I really like this fight, because Kaya Sakura is moving up to 135. He's going to be facing off against Cameron Smotherman. Now, Smotherman is 12-6-0 overall. When I look at this fight, he's young at only 28 years old versus 32-year-old Kaya Sakura. Kaya Sakura is 21-6 overall. You know, if he gets a win over Smotherman, he'll have the exact same record as Conor McGregor at 22-6-0. Look, I'll show you. Not that that matters, but it's a cool stat. It's like a cool stat. So you see how Conor McGregor is 22-6-0? You see that? 22-6-0, right, for Conor McGregor? If Kaya Sakura gets a win over Cameron, he'll have the exact same record as McGregor. Yo, what up, Larry? I hope you're having a great day. Bro, I fell off the fucking Tapology rankings bad, bro. Look, I'll show you. Look. Larry, I'm all the way at number 248. Dude, if Wellmaker would have won, I promise you. I know I say, oh, woulda, coulda, shoulda, this, that. If Wellmaker would have won, bro, I promise you I wouldn't have dropped all the way down to 248. Like, I promise. Like, I know I shouldn't, like, who am I promising? But, bro, if Wellmaker would have won, bro, I'm not joking, bro. I'm not joking. I wouldn't have dropped down all the way to 248. Gosh damn, bro. Damn it, bro. This is the lowest I've ever dropped ever, like, in 2026. But let's keep it going. Kaya Sakura versus Cameron Smotherman. Kai's going up to 135. 69-inch reach versus 69-inch reach. I gotta bring up Dana White Contender Series for Smotherman. Smotherman lost on Dana White Contender Series to Charalampus Gregorio. Guys, I know I'm gonna say something about this guy. This guy, right? This guy. Bro, this guy. I don't know what fight it was. I don't know what fight it was. Let me see the odds. Okay, I think it was this fight. Yes. Dude, I locked Charalampus Gregorio. Dude, I don't know why. I don't know why, bro. You see Charalampus Gregorio? He's all the way at number... Damn, I should have went Zalal as lock of the week. I know he's a minus 450. But look, Charalampus Gregorio was a minus 260, so I locked him, right? I said, you know what, he's going to be my lock of the week. And he gets fucking, like, dropped and submitted by Kazama, bro. Like, Charalampus Gregorio is not that good, bro. Damn, this guy was on that card? Montel... Oh, Danny Barlow, excuse me. I thought that was somebody else. But, bro, I locked Charalampus Gregorio, and that was a bad lock over Yazama. And when I look at this fight, bro, this guy, Charalampus Gregorio, he knocked out Cameron Smotherman on Dana White Contender Series, bro. He knocked him out, and Cameron Smotherman was supposed to win that fight. He was a favorite. And, dude, he put his lights out. He put his lights out. Like... Dude, that was actually a pretty nice knockout. And that's why I was like, you know what? This guy's pretty good. He has pretty good skill. Bro, I felt so bad. From 16 to 100s. Holy fall. Dude, I'd rather be like that, though. I'm not going to lie, bro. I'd rather be like that than me, bro. Because, gosh, damn, bro. I fell all the way down to 248. Let's not even talk about it. We'll sweep it under the rug. Man, I want these 2 weeks to go by fast so that we could just get back up. So we could just rise back up. Because, dude, I really do believe that if Wellmaker would have won, like, we would have been at least not too down. Maybe we still drop, right? But we would have been at least, like, not all the way down, you know, that I am, like, 248. I think I would have been maybe 200, you know? Wellmaker's a fraud. So, damn, Larry, shit, you're still one of the best in the community. Hell yeah, bro. And that, you know, I'll even go as far as to say, like, the best in the community that we know. Like, the best. I'll even go as far as that. And the fucking guy, DBZ boy, bro, he's fucking number 58, bro, now. It's like, what the hell, bro? Look. Or maybe he's number... I'll look him up. Bro, this guy's number 147, bro. He should have dropped all the way down to 400, bro. But let's keep it going. So, guys, I am going to be picking Kaya Sakura, by the way. Oh, we got Han versus Holly Holm. By the way, I'm going to go Usyk. I know this is he's a big favorite. But a majority top always going Usyk by KO. And it's in Egypt. So, give me Usyk by KO. I'll go Usyk by KO rounds 1 through 7. I think Usyk should be able to knock him out. But Rico is a guy that I hear good things about. Like, he's a very good kickboxer or something. Like, this guy was very good. But I'm going to go Usyk by KO. But I think that's a fun fight this Saturday. I think we should watch it. I think we have PFL as well. LFA on Friday. But we have PFL as well. I'm going to watch PFL. Look, PFL Brussels. Henderson versus Patrick. I think Patrick's going to win. And they're expecting Patrick to win by knockout. I'm going to watch this for fun. But, guys, let's keep it going. So, I'm going to go Kaya Sakura, right? But I'm going to tell you guys why. So, I think 135, he's going to look a lot better. He's going to fill out a lot more. But with Cameron Smotherman, he was supposed to fight in January. Ended up passing out after he weighed in. Like, that was actually kind of scary. He just passed out. Like, I don't even know, like... How? Like, okay, so you make weight, right? Like, let's say before you weigh in, right? You make weight, right? What up, Pepino? What up, Rangy? What up, Tone? What up, Larry? What up, all you guys? Bro, so you make weight, right? You guys tell me, right? Cameron Smotherman, right? He makes weight. Can he get a sip of Gatorade? Or he's going to be right over the weight? Or a sip of... electrolytes or something. I'll ask the question because I don't know. Like, if it's... I don't know. If Cameron Smotherman makes weight right now... I'm talking about before he steps on the scale. Like, right before he goes into weigh-in, there's another scale that he's checking, right? He's checking on the scale. So there's 2 checks. He goes on the scale. Right before he goes on the real scale to see if it's confirmed. Let's say he makes 135 on the dot. On that scale. And he's going to go on the real scale to get confirmed. Can he get a sip of water? Or a sip of Gatorade? Or a sip of something? Just one sip. Or he's going to be over. By 135.1. I always wondered this. Like, what do you guys think? If, before he actually weighed in on the confirmation... Can he get a little sip of water or something? You know, like, I always wondered that. So, 21-6-0 for Kai. When we look at the stats, guys, I love this page. This is one of my favorite pages of all time because it shows how they both look. It shows the graph. It shows the graphics. And it shows how a majority of them win or lose. A majority of his losses come by way of decision. When we look at Tapology going Kai Sakura by knockout. We got to bring up that flying knee, right? That flying knee was landing on Pantoja a lot. And I got to bring up that Kara Haraguchi fight. He beat Haraguchi the first time that they fought. In round 1, he actually finished him. He TKO'd him, right? But then when they rematched, Haraguchi adjusted. By the way, I can't wait for Ryzen to come back. I wish there was Ryzen like next Saturday or like this Saturday. I missed the last Ryzen card. But Haraguchi adjusted in the rematch and opened up with leg kicks. He opened up with leg kicks, and he started blasting the low kicks from the first round. Ended up TKOing him. And guys, I think Kai is very susceptible to getting hit with low kicks. Cameron Smotherman's going to shoot a takedown. Like, let's not pretend that Kai can't defend a submission attempt if his life depended on it. Like, I know, yeah, Tim Elliott, yeah, Pantoja, those guys are pretty good with submission threat. But, bro, if Cameron Smotherman takes this guy down, like, the guy's a fish out of water on his back. The guy is a fish out of water on his back. Like, he struggles to get up. I know he's going to be working on it, but bro, he struggles like hell to get up. A fish out of water on his back. Very good win over Jake Hadley. Lost to Cerise City, Ricky Simone. Like, Cameron Smotherman has some pretty good durability. I'm going to go Kaya Sakura, but just give me Kai moneyline. I'm not going to go by KO or this. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he hits him with a flying knee. Maybe he puts his lights out. But I do think I can see Cameron mixing in takedowns. Whether Kai gets right back up, works his way right back up. I think Smotherman's going to be able to get him down. But give me Kai moneyline. That's it. I'm going to go Kai moneyline. Last Rising card was fire. I missed it, bro. I missed it, bro. I missed it, bro. I was like, damn, bro. I wish I didn't miss it. Alright, get your votes in, guys. Gosh. He's going to KO him? Alright, I'll go with you guys. Cut Wellmaker, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, Pepino. Wellmaker sold everything, fucking bum. I still believe in him, bro. I know it's like, dude, why, dude? You still believe, like, bro, he's done already. He's done. Go back to weld making or welding, right? Welding. Dude, I still believe in Wellmaker. I think Juan Diaz is the real deal, and I think Ethan Ewing's the real deal. Although Ethan Ewing's going to lose to Fareed Basharat. But I'm going to still go with Wellmaker. These guys are grapplers, you know, like, or like pretty good grapplers that he's facing. Like, give him a striker. Let him get his confidence back. Let him train with American Top Team. And let him, like, start cooking. Like, my chair just said hello. I got to disconnect it. But let him start cooking. Let him start cooking for real. Like, I feel like Wellmaker, he'll be back. You know, yeah, he lost to Ethan Ewing, Juan Diaz. But I think he'll be back. We'll see, though. I think so, Larry. Smotherman getting KO'd. He's going to KO him. Hey. Alright, let's break it down. Dude, you see this thing on his, like, chest? You see this circle? There's, like, a circle on his chest. I don't know if you guys can see it. Dude, I thought that was something on my screen. Alright, let's keep it going. Guys, I'm probably going to go live a lot more this week. I'm probably going to go live on Wednesday as well. Like, so I'm going to do this. I'll tell you guys my schedule. And shout out to all the guys, man. Shout out to all the guys for being here. You know, shout out to all you guys. I'm gonna go live on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Maybe take off Thursday. Or maybe go live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then take off Friday. But I was thinking of going Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Or no, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, maybe have Friday off. And then go live on Saturday. What do you guys think about that? Because we're going to go live a lot. Because we're almost at 3K. And I just want to give away the Amazon gift card. Like, and all that stuff. Like, we're so close, man. We're so close. Sergey Pavlovich versus Talson Teixeira. We don't have to go too deep, too in-depth. You know, this is why I like goofing around with you guys. Teixeira trains with Poatan. He's been hard sparring with Poatan. Has that great win over Tai Tuivasa. We saw Tai Tuivasa shit the bed against Louis Sutherland. Get constantly taken down. Couldn't get up. Like, was exhausted. And Talson Teixeira was gassed, man. He was gassed bad, bro. He was gassed bad. And I think Talson Teixeira's tall for the division, right? I got to bring up Jason Herzog, but let me bring this up. Sergey Pavlovich is tall as well. And remember, sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes, when the guy's taller, it's easier to land overhand rights, right? Because he's like that tall defense style Kevin Christian, Junior Tafa. I don't know why I picked Kevin Christian. But, bro, these tall guys that are too tall, Stefan Struve, you know, like these guys that are too tall, they're a lot easier to get hit. A lot harder for them to maintain defense. Like, if you look at Poatan and Teixeira sparring, let me see if I can pull it up. But if you look at these guys sparring, like Teixeira and... Let me see if I can pull it up. Let's see if we can pull it up. Have confirmed with UFC officials that Colby Covington has informed them of his decision to retire. Guys, Colby has retired, guys. Colby has retired from MMA. Why don't you retire off of a win, though, bro? He informed them the decision is to no longer compete in mixed martial arts, which would freeze his contract for mixed martial arts. The UFC would have to grant his full release for him to go to MVP or someone else in MMA. He's a free wrestler grappler as he pleases. No, his contract still stands unless the UFC let him out of it. Yo, Colby Covington retired. Why, dude? Bro, I don't like the way... Bro, you're going to retire to Buckley, bro? Like, bro, Colby was mauling Buckley, bro. Like, I don't think he should have retired, man. He retired as an interim champ, beat RDA, beat Robbie Lawler, like... Bro. So I want to show you guys this sparring footage. Why would he retire, bro? Look at this. Bro, you see how Poaton's land... By the way, Poaton's very good. Poaton's very good. Bro, Poaton's just working him, bro. Good jab from Tausage. Good durability, bro. Eating these like shots from Poaton. I know it's like training, but still. Bro, Poaton has his hands low all the time, bro. You see that, bro? When he gets against the cage, he's like... He gets hit too much, bro. What up, Chiwi? What's up? What up, my brothers? What up my brothers? What up, my brothers? My brothers. Hallelujah. Yo, Rain G, thank you for the jewels. Yo, you guys came in clutch today with the jewels and the donations, bro. By the way, I'll tell you guys right now, guys, I updated the memberships. At the main event, I'm going to give 10 free members. So the more you type, the more likely you get a membership. Even if you, like, spam a little bit, you don't have to spam too crazy, but I updated the memberships. I don't know if you guys heard, but they're now $4.99. I know it's a little bit more, but the reason why is because when I looked it up on YouTube, why these guys can't. Remember when you hit a milestone, all you could say is W, 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 right? Like, now when you hit a milestone, it had to be $4.99. Like, I'm not joking. Like, I looked it up. If it was $2.99... $3.99, you still, when you hit the milestone, you still couldn't type. Like, it had to be $4.99. Like, I know it sounds like I'm trying to, like, more. Like, at the end of the day, I still benefit. But, guys, in order for you guys to be able to type your, your milestone, it has to be $4.99. Like, I'm not joking. You can look it up. Big time 3K. Hey, are we at it already? Did we hit it? I don't think we hit it, but we're almost there. We're almost there, bro. We're almost there. But yeah, guys, it had to be at $4.99, and I'm like, fuck, like, why can't for $1 you just be able to type a message? Why? Like, just why? You know? And we were talking about earlier how if you get bit by a tick, there's a tick that you're allergic to red meat. Like, why? Why on God's green earth is there something that if it bites you, you can be allergic to never eating lamb, burgers, tacos, all that stuff? Like, why? You know, like, is that genetically modified or am I crazy? You know, like, you know what I'm trying to say? It's all good. Use is well deserved. Thank you, Tone K. And now, when you guys are members, guys, at the end of each month, you guys can... Icky Zay, thank you so much, bro. Gosh, damn, bro. Sent the sun balloon, my brother. Thank you so much. Yes, Lyme disease as well. We were talking about that earlier. What up, Leandro? What up, my boy? Thank you, my guys. Thank you. But yeah, we were talking about all this stuff, and I was like, damn, bro. Like, by the way, thank you guys for 3K. Shout out to Yuri as well. What up, Yuri? Or Jacob Elordi. Jacob Elordi, what's up, bro? But, like, for real, like, why? Like, why do things have to be like this sometimes? Thank you so much for the 500 jewels. Gosh, damn, my brother. Damn. My boy. Yo, Icky Zay went crazy. No wonder why he wanted to go jewel for jewel or band for band. Let's go band for band. Yeah, it's pretty cool, bro. It's pretty cool. Like, it shows, like, in purple. Like, it's awesome, man. It's awesome. Did you guys, like, see the sun, like, go up? It was actually pretty cool. Polar Bear is a tough one to pick. I'm going to go with him by KO. Yeah, man. Poor lightweight had no chance. I like Pavlovich quick KO. Yeah. Who are you talking about, Rain? Who are you talking about? Poor lightweight. Who are we talking about? Who are we talking about? Who's the lightweight? I completely forgot. Paku says, throw combinations, you will sleep them. Tall man's defense. Oh, that's what it is. I'm going to pin this. Tall man's defense. Throw combinations, you will sleep them. By the way, Paku, shout out to you, my brother. And I hope everybody's well, man. God bless, my brother. The road to UFC is going to be fun. We got an Australian on the card. I don't know if you heard earlier. We got an Australian on the card, bro, that, like, I'm hyped on this guy. And you know what? I'm going to go as far to say that this guy's a lock. Like, I'm not even going to bet on road to UFC. But, bro, this guy was supposed to train at CKB. And what Cam told me was, since he couldn't, he's now training with Volk. So, bro, this is the guy. Kasib Marjarach. Kasib Mardach. I'm going to go as far to say that this guy's a fucking lock. But, guys, I'm going to go Sergey Pavlovich by KO. I'm going to go by KO round 1. I know Sergey has been winning by decision. Rosenstrike, Waldo Cortez-Acosta by decision. Lost to Alexander Volkov and Tom Aspinall. Also lost to Overeem. Got taken down and was kind of like a fish out of water off his back. Guys, Overeem hit him with a ground and pound. The thing that we have to worry about is if he gets taken down by Talson Teixeira. Then maybe Teixeira can have success at just controlling, because he's pretty good with takedowns. Like, once he gets on top, he can control. But I'm going to go Sergey. Give me Sergey by KO round 1. Now, let me just do the next thing. And once we get to the main event, we're going to give 10 memberships, all right? Once we get to the main event. Once we finish this one, all right? And I'll read what... shout out to Leandro. I'll read what you got to say right now. We're going to give 10 memberships all at once. I know I could gift them 5 and 5, but we're just going to do it all at once at the end. No odds, because at my book, they don't have them, so let's just break it down. Usyk's in the cut. They say he too ruthless, cool under pressure, never moving too foolish. Talk got bounce, Hula ain't going stupid, name sound useless, but the man stay proven. Usys is the new Ash Ketchum. Guys, I'm like sick. Like, my nose is running like crazy. Leandro! Thank you so much for the bars, my brother. Let me look up who this guy is. Let me see. By the way, Leandro, God bless, my boy. God bless. Oh, this is Ash, like from Pokemon, because I got a hat on. Bro, a lot of the guys were saying, like, I'm trying to hide my hair. But a lot of the guys were saying, bro, like I look like Lucas Tracy, bro. I don't look like Lucas Tracy, bro. I'll tell you guys right now, bro. I don't look like Lucas Tracy at all. Like, look, I'll show you guys, dude. Dude, look. I don't look like Lucas Tracy at all. Like, I look, like, different. And you know how Lucas Tracy used to moz? Like, you know that mozzing? Like, where he used to, like, moz? If you guys know what mozzing is, like, let me know. My hair's a mess, guys. I came out of work, so just came straight out of work, straight out of Compton. It's all good. You well deserved. Thank you so much, my brother. I didn't know that was his name, Ash Ketchum. I feel bad for Linz. He's a light heavyweight. He had a good streak. He had a streak going at light heavyweight. But he took the payday to get KO'd. Yo, did you see that Francis Ngannou gave him 100K? And Francis Ngannou, like, Herb Dean was, like, waiting for the follow-up shot. And Herb Dean, like, Francis didn't want to do it. Like, bro, I know it's a lot of damage, but I think he'll be fine. Like, thank God Francis is such a good soul, man. Such a good soul. Like, he'll be happy. He'll come back. Maybe he can fight an MVP again. Now, Ming Yang Zhang versus Alonzo Menefiel. Alonzo Menefiel can do something that Ming Yang Zhang can't, right? What can he do? A lot of players are injured. We need you to play in the World Cup, uses. Put the jersey on. I'll put it on. You Lucas Tracy Muzz MMA. You guys know when he, like, when he takes off his shirt and he goes like but bro, so when we look at Alonzo Menefiel, he could do something that Ming Yang Zhang can't. What can he do that Ming Yang Zhang can't? Ming Yang Zhang should be better. And I know, or Zhang Ming Yang, because in China, I know Leandro might know this, because he's very, this is why I wish Wo Black Betty was here, bro, because Wo Black Betty, he knows a lot of shit, right? I hope he's safe wherever he's at. But Mingyang Zhang, right? In China, right? Zhang Weili, right? Weili Zhang. In China, their last name is their first name. Correct me if I'm wrong. In China, their last name is their first name. Correct me if I'm wrong. Zhang Mingyang. Zhang Weili. Correct me if I'm wrong. So, Alonzo Menifil, right? He could do something that Zhang Mingyang can't, right? What? He can win a decision, right? This guy is a finish or be finished fighter, Zhang Mingyang. I gotta mention that he lost to the fraudulent fighter, if you guys don't remember. He lost to Oscar Mirzarayev. Remember, this guy went famous for padding his record, having a bunch of fraudulent matches, and even asking for some of his losses to get removed. I don't know if you guys remember. And he got exposed hard. Like, he had a lot of hype on him, but then he got exposed for removing losses off his record, having a padded record, having some fraudulent matches. Like, this guy got exposed pretty hard. Like, and Zhang Mingyang lost to this guy. Zhang Mingyang cannot check a leg kick if his life depended on it. The guy was getting... Johnny Walker shot a takedown right off the rip, right? I don't know if it was a fake glove touch, but he shot a takedown, right? I don't even think they glove touch. Shot a takedown. Zhang Mingyang ended up on top. No ground and pound whatsoever. Like, nothing. Dude, you have Johnny Walker on his back, and you can't land some damaging shots. Johnny Walker gets up, blasting low kicks. Zhang Mingyang does not check low kicks. Throws balls to the wall, throws the kitchen sink at you, just goes, man. And I'm like, bro, Zhang Mingyang was supposed to be a lock by knockout, and this guy lost and fumbled the bag in his hometown crowd. Now he's fighting again in his hometown crowd. Now I believe that was at UFC Macau, right? Let's look back. UFC Macau, I did bad on this card. I got Zhang wrong, Costa wrong. I think he fought Sergey Pavlovich, right? Dude, it's crazy how we got the same fighters fighting on UFC Macau again, like Sergey, Zhang Mingyang. Like, these guys must love China, you know? I always wanted to go to China, maybe Tokyo, you know? Zhang, Costa, Borjas, bro. I can't believe I picked fucking Borjas over Sumadaji. I went Waldo Cortez Acosta and Borjas because I thought that they were good dogs. But, man, Borjas has fallen off like hell, man. Like, the guy's striking is bad. I went Costa, Borjas, Kavanagh by decision, Pereira. And Kavanagh gets knocked the fuck out by Charles Johnson, bro. Like, bro, what the hell, Kavanagh? You could have won that fight. But you're admiring your work. And he hits Charles Johnson hands low, gets knocked out. Bro, what the fuck, Kavanagh? You could have won that fight, bro. Like, 9 times out of 10, I think Kavanagh wins that fight. But he got tired, bro. But I think he needed that loss in order to become the man that he is today. Just like Zhang Mingyang, he needed that loss in order to become the man that he is today. Alonzo Menifil, right? Good win over Julius Walker. It was sloppy as hell, though. Wins by split decision. Julius Walker's going to get sacrificed to Yakamaev? He's going to get knocked the fuck out by Yakamaev. Look. Julius Walker, look at his next fight. Bro. Abdul Rahman Yakahayev. Dude, he's going to get knocked the fuck out. He's going to get knocked the fuck out bad. But when I look at this fight, right, 38 years old for Alonzo Menifil, Zhang Mingyang, 27 years old. When we look at the GID stats, I want to go back here. Let's look at the GID stats. We look, reach 72.2, 76-inch reach for Alonzo Menifil. He can wrestle. He might shoot takedowns, but he's getting knocked out. Got knocked out by Carlos Ulberg, just rushed in at him. He can use leg kicks if he's doing tape study. He can use leg kicks. I don't know if you guys saw what Wellmaker said. If you guys remember, I don't know if you guys saw Wellmaker's Instagram. He posted on his Instagram, he said, I did so much tape study. I did so much work for this fight. And I was ready and I felt good. But I still ended up coming up short. Like, Alonzo Menifil could do tape study on Zhang Mingyang and have success, right? And I'm not gonna lie, like, I think Alonzo's pretty durable. But he's facing, like, very good strikers, like Volkan Oezdemir, he got knocked out, right? Asman Murzakanov, he got knocked out, right? Ulberg, he got knocked out, right? Remember this guy, William Knight? Like, he lost a decision to William Knight. Like, I think overall he's durable, but if you hit his chin, he's gonna go out. Give me Zhang Mingyang by KO round 1. Zhang by KO round 1. Guys, this guy, if this touches the second round, bro, the third round. Be careful. He has never won a decision, and he has never won a fight out of the first round. 13 KOs in the first round, 6 subs in the first, bro. Be careful. But I'm going to parlay Zhang by KO, Pavlovich by KO. You can pass a Chinese. You can pass as Chinese. I fucking hate you so much, bro. I fucking hate you so much, bro. I fucking hate you so much, bro. You know what Pacu said, bro? You know what Pacu said, bro? A loss. Yo, remember William Knight in his prime, though, bro? You remember William Knight in his prime or no? Bro, come on, man. A loss to William Knight is fucking terrible, dude. Let's not fucking forget, bro. This guy in his prime was fucking good, bro. Look at this guy. Had a fucking win over Alonzo Menefield. A win over Fabio Cherant. Like, bro, this guy, William Knight, like, the way that they spoke about him, bro, like, he was, like, the next big thing. Remember they thought that one of his fights was, like, rigged, like, against Maximum Ginchi, I think? Like, this fight was sloppy as shit, or it was one of his most recent fights. William Knight. But, bro, you know what Pacu said, bro? Pacu said that I look like the guy from Up. Pacu said that I look like the guy from Up, like, the kid that's, like, the Boy Scout, like, the kid that's like, hey, to the old guy. Like, I'll pull it up very quick. I fucking hate that. Bro, I fucking hate Pacu. No, dude. Dude, that's fucked up. What's his name? What's his name? This guy right here. It's the hat, bro. I'm trying, bro. Like, I'm trying, bro. You know, in school, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, in school, like, a lot of people used to be like, oh, you look so, like, Asian, like this, and I used to, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I'll say it, like, not that there's nothing wrong, but I used to hate it. Like, I used to be like, man, fuck you. Like, I used to, like, take a lot of offense to it, because I used to be like, man, come on, bro. Like, are you serious right now? Like, really, dude? Like, what the hell? Like, I used to be like, gosh damn, bro, like, I hate you. I hate you. Like, I used to be like, I used to come back and I used to, like, man, I hate that guy, bro. Because I remember one time I was with this girl, right, and this guy's like, dude, you look like, I didn't even know you were Spanish. Like, you look like you're Asian. I'm like, I laugh, right? I laugh a little bit, but, man, I used to hold a grudge. I used to be like, man, bro, I can't wait. I can't wait till, like, we play soccer or when we're at the gym or, like, because then when we play soccer, like, I'd throw the ball right in between his legs, meg him, like, go crazy, like, slide tackle him, like, I remember, but at the end of the day, dude, you can't change, and if you want to change, bro, fuck that, you know, at the end of the day, we're here for, you know, we're here on Earth with one soul, one body, bro, so I can't change that shit, you know, I can't change that shit. I can't. But I used to hate it, bro. Alright. So, main event of the evening, boys and girls. Are you guys ready? Chaos William the GOAT. Let's break it down. Yadong Song. Yes, his name is Russell. Let me catch up. Yadong Song versus Deiveson Figueiredo. I think that Deiveson Figueiredo should retire. But I think he should retire on a win, you know? But you know how this guy is. He's a competitor. He's here for the belt. He wants to get another belt at 135. But we'll see. Lucas Tracy, Muzz MMA. Cheers to Wool Black Betty. And yeah, I feel you. You're right about the names. Oh, thank you, Leandro. I had a feeling you would know something about that, my brother. Johnny Walker KO was plus 600. Moneyline was plus 350. Giants. Against Zhang. Johnny, my biggest cash ever. Damn, dude. I remember last time again, Hollow, like, we had, like, a crazy, like, argument or debate. I was like, Hollow's like, yo, I got strict. I was like, man, you got lucky, you know? But I didn't mean it for it to go, like, oh, you know, that far, you know? But yeah, bro, good cash on that, bro. Great cash on that, my brother. Beautiful cash on that. Zhang is a can crusher. I don't know why I laughed at that. Johnny Walker just got leg kick maxed, yeah. Johnny Walker just leg kick maxed, yeah. That Walker vs. Zhang card was in Shanghai. Last Macau card was Figgy vs. Young. Oh, shit. Oh, dude, thank you so much for that, bro. Dude, that sounds like I'm, like, being, like, race, you know, but I'm not. Like, I really thought it was in Macau. Dude, I love China, bro. I really do. Damn, it was in Shanghai. So how long ago was, we'll look here. We can look here. How long ago was UFC Macau? How long ago was UFC Macau? Like, when was the last time we went to Macau? Dude, you know Figgy dropped Peter Yan in that 4th round? I'll bring it up right now. Dude, we had a good card here, bro. Yan decision. Yan decision. So we only got Wang, Fang, and Machete. Wang Fang. Who the fuck is Fang? Oh, Yao Kam Fang. Dude, because Yao Kam Fang, she got knocked the fuck out, right? Or what happened? Yeah, dude, Ming Shi got lucky as shit, bro. Yao Kam Fang, I had her in a part. Yao Kam Fang was supposed to win that fight, man. Man, oh my gosh. Ming Shi got lucky as shit that fight, man. I remember all my parlays crashed that right there, and then I had to make more parlays. We hit Choi by decision. Choi by... Oh, that's not Doohoo Choi. I thought that was Doohoo Choi. Dude, Ming Shi got lucky as shit that fight. November 23rd, 2024. Was that the last time we went to Macau, bro? It's been already a year? Like 2 years? Damn. With the trucker hat, Uselyis looking like he keyed into playing Truck Simulator. Bro, my nose is so runny. I hear you. You know, Philly is the city of brotherly love. Macau is where Kim Jong-un's brother got... Oh my god, is that true? On cam, so it's like the opposite. Is that true, bro? You know Alexander the Great? You know Alexander the Great? I'll try to see if I can give you guys some, like... You know, you guys give me info, I'll try to give you guys... Did you guys know that Alexander the Great... We still don't know if he was, like, poisoned or not. Like, he died of malaria, right? But, like, back then, they used to be scared to get poisoned and stuff. Like, all that stuff, like... I want to talk to you guys, like, who do you guys think was better? Like, Julio... Like, I think it's Julius Caesar or Alexander the Great. Like... We'll talk about that maybe eventually this week. But Alexander the Great, like, he got poisoned supposedly or something. Like, supposedly he got poisoned. And we don't know. We don't know if he got poisoned or if he died from being sick. I don't know. I've been watching a lot of history, like George Washington, you know, like how he fought in New York City. Like he got the flank. I've been watching a lot of history. You know, I've been watching, you know, like... I've been watching something else as well. Like, you know, the Athens and Rome. You know, the Athens and Rome. Like, Athens, I think they created plays and drama and all that stuff. Like, the Spartans. Did the Athens beat the Spartans one time or no? Look like the kid but on Ozempic. Really do. But yeah, I've been learning a lot about history. People, I could see Uselyis eating a dog jerky. Oh my gosh. Dude, I shouldn't have said that out loud. I know a guy who inside leg kicked KO Johnny Walker in sparring. Who is it, bro? Who is it? We need Izzy on this card. All right, guys, I'm going to gift 5 memberships, guys. I'm going to gift, I'll gift 5. Tomorrow we'll gift another 5. So how we build up hype, you know? I'm going to gift 5 memberships, guys. No, I don't want to gift... Okay, send 5. We're going to gift 5, okay? So, are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? So, you know, one thing that I learned, bro, like especially this week, was like that there's like a tick that can bite you and you're allergic to meat. Like, I know I've been talking about that a lot, but bro, what the hell, bro? And you guys know Kurt Cobain? Like, supposedly he didn't eliminate himself, bro. Kurt Cobain. Supposedly it was his wife. Isn't that crazy, bro? You know, I saw a guy on Reddit. Like, I was looking at Reddit, and 17 or 14 years ago, bro. I'm gonna gift the memberships now. Thank you guys for being here, sticking true and staying through. 14 years ago, some guy on Reddit said, I don't think Kurt Cobain eliminated himself. Like, I think that something happened. Like, the handwriting on the note is different. Like, he had a prenup, and he was actually planning on divorcing his wife. But, yada, 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 yada. And 14 years ago, if you look at the whole thing, there's guys under it saying, man, you're schizo. Man, I hate people like this on Reddit that just type just to type. There's another guy that says, man, I wish I had your IQ so I could be so happy. And, like, I'm like, bro, like, all these guys overlooked him, and, like, look at him. Like, he was actually right, maybe. Here we go. Enjoy your members, enjoy your member, yeah, enjoy the members. 9 a.m. David Drow, John Don, Fusion, Andre Yesaya. I'm gonna gift another 5 tomorrow, so you get, you know, I'll gift another 5 tomorrow. But I hope you guys enjoy them, guys. Enjoy your members, guys. Enjoy the emotes, full access. I'm gonna drop some members only vlogs as well. As you guys know, once you hit a month milestone, you'll be able to type a message as well, like a donation. So I'll be able to read whatever you guys want to type, and you can type whatever. You know, even if I, like, try to dance around it, if it's political, whatever, type whatever. Rigged, I know, dude, I know. But don't worry, I'm going to give 5 tomorrow. I'm going to give 5 tomorrow, bro. I'm going to give 5 tomorrow, so it gives you another opportunity. I know, sometimes it's rigged, though, I know. Alright, guys. Uselyis, I didn't know you were a fan of... Guys, the flying cards. Dude, so I learned that shit from, you know Myron Gaines? Like, I learned that from him. But when I heard it again, like... I learned that from you and fucking Logan. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Yesterday I was in the chat. I was like, I'm scratching my balls right now. But yesterday I was in the chat. I was like, clown in his overalls. I got that from somebody else. I was like, clown in his overalls, yelling at the roosters. Shut up out there, you fucking. Dude, it was funny as shit, bro. It was funny when he's like, wait, so like, that profile picture of yours, like, oh yeah, like spicy. I'll tell you guys the story of what happened. I'll tell you guys the story right now. So what happened was, I don't know, No Ceilings was saying, dude, why do you have clown on while you're in the car? Dude, I'm not joking. So I'm in the car, right? I'm driving, right? And bro, I'm hearing him, right? And like, I can't type in, because it's dangerous to type and drive. Dude, I'm hearing him, bro. And when I hear him, right, like, I'm like, dude, like, just don't bring up my fucking name. Like, please, right now, don't bring up my fucking name. Please, like, because if I type, then, if I tell you, like, oh, he's here. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Like, so that's why I didn't type. Like, because I'm hearing it, but that's why I didn't type, right? So I'm like, just don't bring up my name. We're almost there. We're almost at the destination. We're almost, like, dropped off at home, right? We're almost there, right? And I hear my name, right? Like, you know who I think is actually zesty, guys? Like, he's not here right now, but you know who I think is actually really zesty? I'm like, God fucking damn it, bro. God fucking damn it. Like, and I don't want to lower the volume. I don't want to lower the volume, bro. Because you guys tell me, bro. Remember, if you miss, you can't fucking miss. Because, you know, it's a good show. It's a fucking good show. But you know who, and I don't give a fuck if you guys laugh because it's funny. Like, especially if, like, they call me zesty or whatever. But, bro, you know who I think is really zesty, bro? Like, really zesty. Like, and he gives me those, like, zesty vibes. Like, you know, like, and I heard that, like, he likes Lucas Tracy. So I thought it wasn't me, right? Because I heard that he likes Lucas Tracy. Or I don't know how it went, right? Uselyis. And, like, I know it's, like, not my real name, right? It's not my real name, but when you go on YouTube, right? Like, I use my account. So this person knows my name on my channel is Uselyis. Like, this person knows, like, that's what it is. And that's how you say it, right? Because when you go on the TV, it's on there, right? So it's Uselyis, right? Like, you know, he was acting, he's like, he's like, he has Lucas Tracy as his profile picture, and he acts like super zesty, dude, and like, he idolizes Lucas Tracy so much, And like I heard that he was asking some guy in the DM for like a D pic. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck is he talking? Bro, I've never, dude, I DM probably dog all. I was like, bro, I'm like this. Bro, my fucking heart sank, like my heart sank into my fucking stomach, bro. Bro, and you know I'm white, like my skin color, like dude, I got red as shit, bro, like red as fuck, like, and it's dark, so I'm like, oh my god, like I hope the fuck, oh my god, dude, I got red as fuck, like right now how I'm getting, but even more like a tomato, bro. And bro, all I see, like, I'm like, fuck, like, cause automatically I want to look at like the reaction, so I look, right, like bro, she's on her phone like this, right? She's like, and I'm like, I'm not even like, bro, I'm like, fuck, god damn it, bro, why? We were almost fucking there, bro, we were almost fucking there, bro. We were fucking like 5 minutes away, bro. 5 fucking minutes away, bro. Literally, literally right, pulling up right to the spot. Bro, you couldn't have said that shit 5 minutes fucking after. Please, bro. Spare me, bro. Please. And on fucking course, bro. On fucking course. And, I think I got fucking ghosted, bro. I think I got fucking ghosted, bro. God damn, bro. And like sometimes I get red as shit, bro, but like, bro, I think I got fucking ghosted, bro. I'm not even gonna fucking cap, like, cause her friend, like, is friends with one of my friends, and bro, like, when I see it, bro, like, I already know that her friend knows. And you know what I say, she told other people about it, you know, like, but like, hey, it's cool, bro, it's cool. But I don't know if it was funny, like, cause for me it was funny, right, like, after, but like, I don't know how somebody else would see that, like, cause it's a joke, but then if I say it's a joke, it's like, it comes off like I'm just trying to brush it under the rug. I was like, gosh damn, bro, what up, Cam, bro? I was like, fucking hell, bro, like, why? And you know how I get, like, you guys call me out on some shit, bro, and I get red as fuck, like, you can see that shit on my face, bro, like, I get red as shit. Juan Diaz money line lock of the week, beautiful call, my brother. Beautiful call. That's kind of funny, so, nah, yeah, it's funny, bro, and plus, they say everything happens for a reason, right, like, sometimes they say that, right, everything happens for a reason. So in reality, everything happens for a reason. You know, you never know. It could have been worse or whatever. But yeah. And I wrote on the gift card that I gave. I wrote, like, I can't say the word, but I said, I hate you. You know, the F-A, you know, that word. But bro, even right now, I'm getting fucking like red thinking about it, bro. Cause like I get fucking embarrassed easily. Embarrassed easily as shit. Like, easily. And I know it was dark, but I know you can see how fucking red I got. But yeah, same. It's a hard one. Every time I go against Fig, I get burned. Yeah, bro, me too, bro. That Kurt Cobain lore is deep. So many things connect to Courtney Love. Yeah, 9 a.m., bro. I would like to, like, talk about that with you guys one day. Like, just fuck it. Let's just talk about that shit one day. She knows you go by uses, or she actually saw you typing? So, after, like, so she knows I go by uses too, because on the YouTube, like, you know when you log, like, on the YouTube, when you have YouTube on the screen, like, you can, like, you know how you press, like, uses the account, like, and it says recommended for, like, uses, like, so she knows that I go by that, but, like, nobody knows that, like, I have a thing, but she knows I go by that, and also, like, after, like, I was, like, I got red, so I just got on my phone, like, while, like, on the thing, and I was, like, I think I said, you fucking, or something like that, right? Or I forgot what I said, but I said, you fucking, I was like, and I said the N-word, I was like, dude, because I was actually mad, dude, because I was like, bro, I was mad, dude, because I was like, dude, I can't laugh at it off, because it's gonna look like it's true or something, right? So I was like, dude, I said, like, you know, like, What are you talking about? I don't even have Lucas Tracy as my profile picture. I never DM nobody, but in reality, I've DM'd like Dog. I've DM'd a lot of the guys, but not about like that zesty ass shit, bro. And I was like, you fucking, bro. I fucking hated that day, bro. I hated that day. Like, yes, thank you, my boy. By the way, Braden, beautiful call on Juan Diaz, bro. I hate you. I hate you, Braden. I hate you for that, bro. Had Diaz third round instead of second. Hey, at least you still had Diaz, though, bro. At least you still had Diaz. But, guys, I'm going to give a quick... Nah, bro. It's at the end with the... Nah, not with the Hardy or nah. But I say it when I'm mad, like... But I know I shouldn't. I shouldn't. But I say it when I'm mad, like... You know, like... What are you saying? Like, I don't fucking do that shit. But I'm going to go Song Yadong. Quick breakdown. Like, I know you guys are... Quick breakdown. I'm gonna go Song Yadong. Davidson Figueiredo has power, bro, in his shots. The first guy to drop Marlon Chito Vera. The first guy to drop... Well, no, not the first guy to drop Yan, but first guy to drop Marlon Chito Vera. He dropped Peter Yan. I know Peter Yan won 50-45, but he got dropped in that fourth round with a hard straight right. Song Yadong, I think he can defend the takedowns, but remember, if Figgy jumps the back, you know, what he did against Montel Jackson, threatened the sub, he can drag him down. But I think Song Yadong should be able to show out. 28 years old versus 38. I think Figgy's on his way out, but he's very good at what he does. Very good at keeping the pace, high intensity, in-your-face style. Kind of like walks you down. Still has that power at 135. Like, this might be an all-out 5-round war for as long as it lasts. Give me Song Yadong. When we look at the GID stats, I'm not going to go too much in a big breakdown. I'm going to go Song Yadong by 48-47, 49-46, and 48-47. But let me know what you guys think. I think that Figgy can work low kicks, you know, has that, like, open style. We got to talk about that 50-50 knee pop that Corey Sandhagen hit him with. And to be fair, Song Yadong was more competitive with Corey than Figgy. Song Yadong on 2 out of the 3 judges' scorecards won 2 rounds. One of the judges gave 1 round. You know, I think all 3 judges gave 1 round to Song Yadong. Like, he actually won a round off of Corey. Corey's hard to deal with. Very good in and out style. Like, Song Yadong, very good win over Henry Cejudo and Ricky Simone. He's won 5 rounds. This is going to be the 3rd time in his UFC career he's scheduled to go 5 hard rounds. So, bro, I think Song Yadong can show out, bro. I think Song Yadong can show out. And I think he should be able to win. Against O'Malley, you could even make the case that he should have won that fight. But I gave it to O'Malley. Song Yadong kind of struggles with guys that have good footwork and great timing. Even if they don't have that much power, he kind of struggles to cut the cage. But he's learned from that. You know, these are the top echelon at 135. And I think he's going to show levels to Figgy. I'm going to give you guys a parlay as well. But yeah, man, this weekend was crazy, bro. This weekend was fucking crazy as shit, bro. Oh, I'm late. Fuck, it's alright, Haro. Tomorrow I'm gonna be live. LMAO, Juan Diaz is a legit prospect tick. Wallmaker loses to those guys. He beats cans like Matinho. Thank you for the jewels, my brother. And Braden, I'm gonna give you your credit, bro. I hate you though, bro. I hate you for that Juan Diaz pick, man. I hate you so much. But yeah, bro, I'm gonna give you your credit, bro. But you know I fucking hate you, Braden. I hate you so much. But in reality, bro, good Juan Diaz pick, bro. Good Juan Diaz pick. I really wanted Wallmaker to show out. I'm not going to jump off the bandwagon. I think he's still got what it takes. I'm going to still pick him. Unless it's a hard fight, but I think I think he just needs a little bit of a better coach, gym, and game planning. And he needs to be confident in himself. I think he's gotten in his head a little bit too much. I don't think he's done. But these guys are the real deal. Juan Diaz and Ethan Ewing are very good. Rodrigo Vera, the guy who beat him, is fighting this weekend. He's good too. Oh, yeah, Shiloh. Yeah, guys, if you guys don't know what Shiloh's talking about. Very good. Thank you for reminding me, bro. So, Rodrigo Vera is the only guy who beat Juan Diaz. Look, he beat Juan Diaz back in 2021. It was a 3-round fight, bro. This is actually a very good fight. Like, go watch it back. It's a fun fight to watch. Rodrigo Vera looked great. And when we look at Rodrigo Vera's only loss, it's to Eduardo Torres, you know? Like, these guys are losing to pretty decent guys. I know some people say it's a padded record, but they're in Peru. They're in a different spot. You know, it's hard to find elite of the elite guys, you know? Usyk fighting at the Pyramids of Giza this weekend. Yeah. And that's going to be a fun fight. I'm going to watch PFL. Maybe we could do a fight companion. Oh, guys. You guys fucking reminded me, bro. Guys, fight companions are coming soon, guys. Not with this card, because at 4 a.m. I'm going to be a little tired. But fight companions are coming soon, guys. Look, I got fight companions starting soon. I got the clock, look. You see how we have the clock right here? So we got the clock right here, right? Don't worry, if you don't like this angle, remember, like, I'm going to try, I don't know how to do this, but I'm going to try to put the chat right here. Fuck. I'm going to try to put the chat right here. I don't know how to do that yet. It's so complicated, bro. Fight companions are coming, we get the clock. And look, if you guys don't like that angle, right? We can have it like this. We can have the GID stats like this, right? Let's say we're breaking down the fight, right? Main event of the evening, right? Let's say it's like this. We break it down like this. So we could have the Tapology live stats here. And guys, I got the clock ready as well. Look. You guys aren't going to be able to see it because it says round 1. Look, see how it says round 1? I'll change the color of that. But let's say we're here, right? Let's say, guys, what's up? It's the fight companion. You guys can't fucking see that. But, I guess you guys can see it here. Hopefully I don't leak anything. But, okay, let's say like here. You guys can't really see it there. You see it right there, right? You see round 1, and then I got the countdown right here. 5 minutes. All right, there's a nut shot. If there's a nut shot, all right, we're going to stop the clock, and then I go to my, I got to go to the tools, like, scripts, and then I got to go to, like, okay, there's a nut shot. We're at 3 minutes. All right, so it's at 3 minutes. I can't pause the clock. I got to get used to that. I don't know how to do it. But where the fight companions are coming soon, guys. Yeah, we're going to do fight companions. Not this card, though, but eventually when it's the perfect, you know, like maybe after. I don't know what's the next card after this. What's the next card after this, guys? We're going to do fight companions very soon. What's after Figgy versus, oh, Ryzen is, May, June. Yo, there's a Rising card at 12 a.m. Gosh, damn. Let's see. We could do a fight companion for this. Starts at 5 p.m. I'll probably do like a main card fight companion. Not full card. Like, we'll work on it. But, the only thing is I gotta learn how to change the color of this round 1 thing. Like, and all that stuff. Like, you can see it here. You see how it says round 1, 2 minutes. Like, I'll maybe make it black. I'll try to, I don't know how to do all that stuff. I'm working on it. But the fight companions are coming very soon, guys. Very, very soon. And, maybe we'll do it for this card. I might test it out, like, main card, right? Maybe main card. Like, okay, main card. Bryce Mitchell, Fariziam, Iwo, Brendan Allen, Bruno, and Bilal Muhammad versus Gabriel Bonfim. Main card, just to test it out. And then we'll do full card companions. You know, we've done it before. So, yeah. So, we got the fight companions. We got everything. And we got the timer as well. It'll start. I'm going to go to the scripts. Because I don't know how to pause it, but you guys get the point. You know, fight companions are coming very soon. 5 minutes, okay, this is the time that I'm at. I'm at this time. You know, okay, nut shot, I'll redo it. I'll go to 4 minutes. Okay, nut shot, we'll wait until the clock hits 3 minutes. You know, but you guys know I can't show the fights. But I'll be typing in my bets right here because I can't show the thing. I don't think I can show my thing. So I'll be like, okay, I'm going Gabriel Bonfim. You know, let's look at the card. Let's actually look at the card. So, the parlay, I'll go probably Edgar Chavez. Oh, Silva might fucking win. This is a good fight too. Gosh damn. Brendan Allen maybe. I'll go Fariziam and Bryce Mitchell, you know? Like, that'll be the parlay. You know, I'll be like, okay, this is the parlay that I have right now. If it fucking fails, whatever, but Fariziam plus Mitchell, and then I'll say, like, equals, like, maybe it'll be minus 110 or something, right? So, like, I'll be like, okay, that's the parlay that I have right now. But the only thing I gotta work on, guys, is I have to work on my play-by-play. Like, you know how I get distracted? Like, I read the chat. Like, I gotta, okay, good leg kick, good wizard. You know, I gotta learn the moves as well. Good reverse, okay. He's inside control, full mount, okay. He's shooting for the takedown, he's working, he's trying to maintain distance. Okay, good left hook. instead of good left hook. Left hook from Fariziam. Tom Nolan put in the pressure. Good leg kick from Tom Nolan. Good pressure from Tom Nolan. Okay, oh my gosh, Tom Nolan got dropped. Fariziam hit him with a good left hook. Fariziam, pressure against the cage. Control, control. I gotta learn the submissions as well. I have to learn the difference between Anaconda and Darce choke. I think it's like between under or over. I have to learn the difference between Anaconda and Darce. I'll learn that as well. And the fight companions are coming very soon, guys. So yeah. I am gonna head out though, guys. I am gonna head out. I love all you guys. Usyk at the pyramids fighting of Usyk fighting at the pyramids of Giza. We'll talk about the pyramids one day as well, bro. Like, if they were man-made or if something came here to help them, you know? We'll talk about that because I believe it's at the exact geographic, like, number as, like, light years. I think it's the same number geographically exactly as, like, light years or something like that. The pyramids. And there's pyramids all around the world, like, even under the ocean, like, under Antarctica, supposedly, as well. In, like, South America. You know, there's pyramids. I forgot what else I was going to say. But, yeah, there's pyramids all around the world, I think. Like, and how do they all build the exact same thing, you know? Like, how do they all build the exact pyramids of Giza? Yeah, the pi. It's the geographical number of pi or something. And, like, there's pyramids, like, how were they making the same thing in South America that they're making in Egypt? You know, like, these guys probably, you know, I don't know, we'll talk about, you know, there's this movie called The Odyssey that's coming out. The Odyssey, bro, and it's, like, a movie about, like, giants and, like, they have to fight a bunch of stuff and, like, the past. You know, supposedly there's the Great Reset, the filter, you know, time. You know, if you're, like, in a different part of space and it passes 1 year, it passes 5 years here. You know, something like that, like aging. We'll talk about all that stuff. And I think you're right. All right, dude. Dude, I know you guys would like that shit, so eventually this week we can talk about that shit as well. Thank you, Paku. Armpit position, armpit position, once you are choking your bicep, the other is more forearm on the neck. Okay. I still gotta, like, look at pictures to understand that, but I'm gonna keep that in mind, my brother. Pyramids had pillars underneath it. Yeah, dude, and we gotta talk about how, like, supposedly the top of it was, like, limestone. Like, the top of the pyramid was limestone, and they robbed it or something. And I think in the afterlife, they say, like, if your soul weighs more than the feather, you don't go, or something like that. I was going to talk about the Ice Ages. You know how the Ice Ages, how there was, like, great resets or something. How in the ice, basically, like, there was one time where there was less than, like, a couple, I don't know, 100,000 or a couple thousand people because it was so cold all over the earth. And that they were able to survive. And that there's multiple, like, great resets. And hieroglyphics. And we'll talk about, like, you know, what the Egyptians knew because they had so much technology, all that stuff. We have so much stuff to talk about. Because at the end of the day, we can't talk about MMA all day, every day, you know? Let me see what you guys said. Shout out to Leandro. Shout out to all the guys, man. Shout out to all the guys, man. Cam. Dude, I'm waiting for Road to UFC. That's going to be fun. I think he's going to be a great addition to UFC. W Stream, W Vibes. Thank you, my boy Kevin. Yeah, like the speed of light. You know what I like to talk about? Like cloning as well. I was looking like something like cloning. Like if you clone, like if you have a clone, right? Sometimes your clone can not age as well as you. Like it could get older faster, whatever. Pyramids of Giza. I have Edmund sparking Allen. I might go Allen. Allen has been looking great. Egyptians had music technology to make the bricks float. Yeah, frequency, all that. I know Vinny goes crazy with that. We'll get Vinny on panel. We'll get Vinny on panel. That guy's going to be going crazy. We'll get Vinny on panel one day. We'll do an open panel. But, like, you don't even have to show, like, you just have to show your profile, but don't show nothing weird, please. We'll get Vinny on panel. W Stream, peace, peeps. Yeah, guys. So, guys, I'm going to give you guys my quick picks for UFC China, Macau. And then I'm going to head out, but I'm going to shout out all you guys. We got Foster versus Ford. I wish there was Zuffa boxing or something, man. I want to watch like something, but I'll watch PFL and boxing, I guess. So my quick picks, guys. I'm going Song Yadong, Mingyang Zhang, or Zhang Mingyang. Let me read it again. I'm going Song Yadong, Zhang Mingyang, Sergey Pavlovich, Kaya Sakura, Jake Matthews, Sumadarji, Luis Felipe Diaz, Meng Ding, Ming Ding 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 Ding, Cody Haddon, Ray Susaira, Jingnang Jiang, which is a good UFC addition. Welcome to the UFC, but she's 38, but still, like, she's going to be a good addition. Rodrigo Vera, the only guy to beat Juan Diaz. Thank you, Shiloh, for that. And Luma Luke Bomi to beat Jacqueline Amorim, but a lot of the guys think Jacqueline Amorim could win that fight. You know, by submission, she's the bigger girl as well. But, guys, there was something else I was going to say. Let me tell you guys this. We're going to go live a lot this week, but let me tell you guys this. Live tomorrow. Ding dong. More lives this week. And God bless. Maybe. I know it's not really, it's not conspiracy if it's true, but. Alright, guys. Do you guys want to go raid somebody? You guys want to go raid somebody? MMA Anomaly is going to be live, I think. MMA Anomaly is going to be live if you guys want to go raid somebody. Because we do have a decent amount of people. I think MMA Anomaly is live. Yeah, let's go show MMA Anomaly some love.
Man.
Let's go. Let's go show him some love, guys. So, guys, if there's one thing I can ask you guys very quickly. One, AJ's going to be live with the boys, but let's go show these guys some love. These guys right here. These guys talk about MMA. They're doing a recap, and I can't wait to see what they have to say. They're awesome. And then two, if you guys can go to my UFC prediction video and just drop a like on it. By the way, big shout out to all the guys. Like, you guys came in clutch today, bro. Like, I appreciate this. I thought a lot of you guys were going to be like, nah, I don't want to be a member. Fuck that. Like, this and that. But, like, at the end of the day, I'm going to make it worth it. I'm going to make it worth it. I'm going to make it worth it. And I'm gonna give you a reason why to be inclined. At the end of the day, I think Cam said it before. If the chat's not moving, it's on you. If something's not working, it's on you. It's on me, not you. Like, if the chat's not working, if it's not moving, if it's not going, if there's nobody chatting, it's on you, or maybe something, right? There's a glitch or something. But I truly believe that too. Like, if it's not working, then it's on you. It's on you to fix it and do something else and do something right. Change it up. Do this, do that. If it, the hunt. Alright, guys, go to my most recent video. Drop a like on it. That's it. You don't even have to watch the video. Just drop a like on it. And then, let's go show MMA Anomaly some love, alright? MMA Anomaly. Go show MMA Anomaly some love. Right there. That's where it is. MMA Anomaly. Go show him some love. UFC Macau. We got a decent amount of likes. We're at like 26. Can we get 30 at UFC Macau on the prediction video? And MMA Anomaly, go show him some love. That's the... And what I mean is, like, go say hi. You don't even have to say that I sent you. Like, don't even say use his raid. Just fucking go show love. He's talking to MMA with the guys. Pip and Nano is there. And they're my favorite. They're my favorite to watch. Alright, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. God bless. Let me shout out to all the guys very quick. Let's go show MMA Anomaly some love. Shout out to Andrew Knotts. Let me show the fan funding actually very quick. Yo, you guys came in fucking clutch, bro. Thank you, Ikize, for all the jewels. Braden K, excuse me. I said Brandon K. I'm thinking too much about, Thank you so much for the membership milestone. 4 months, Andrew. Thank you for the 20, bro. Thank you so much. It means a lot. Thank you for the jewels. I think Shiloh sent some, I think. Ikize. It doesn't show no more, but, bro, you guys came in clutch. Braden K, thank you so much. And to the live chat, shout all you guys out. Shout out Ikize, Andrew Knotts, Shiloh Primetime. I love that TJ Dillashaw profile. Not in the AM. I know you're funny as shit sometimes. Muscle Hamster, Paku, Goldie, Larry, Tonke, Pepino, Ray G, Braden, Holland Dan Sock, Haro, Leandro, Don Smoke, Yuri, Chiwiwi, The Lord Skywalker, Kevin Lee, Wall Sr., I believe that I didn't know at the time, and Hernanov. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. God bless. And stay healthy. Let's go. W-Tick. W Braden, bro. Juan Diaz. Hey. Peace. Have a great day. Stay healthy. Stay happy. God bless and stay safe. Hey. Peace. Peace. Kiyat.